The stage is set. Tonight, on a very special edition of Wipeout, 12 ordinary couples will go head-to-head with the most extraordinary obstacle course ever assembled.
Oh, hell no.
Those brave enough must be prepared to endure breathtaking spills.
You can do it! Hang on!
Spectacular tumbles, and catastrophic falls.
That was awesome.
Only the swiftest and fastest two couples will move on and compete in our final obstacle course, the biggest of them all, the Wipeout Zone. The final step on the journey to $50,000.
Come on, sweet girl.
The epic competition begins now to see which couple will emerge victorious and who will wipe out.
Remember to breathe.
Shut up!
Hello, America, and welcome to a very special couples edition of Wipeout. I'm John Anderson here alongside John Henson.
You know, John, I've been thinking about other celebrity duos with cool nicknames like Brangelina and Tomcat, and I came up with one for us. Are you ready?
Yeah.
It's Henson.
Henson.
Yeah, I took the hen from my last name and the son from yours. Works great, right?
Let me think about it.
All right.
Deal, huh? Tonight, 12 couples will try and conquer the biggest, craziest obstacle course ever assembled. And the one couple left standing at the end of the day will share $50,000.
But before any couple can claim that prize, they'll have to run the Wipeout Qualifier together.
The first obstacle will be the diving board trapeze.
Swingers, welcome.
The big balls plus our motivators next.
That is some big love right there.
We follow that up with the log roll maze. And finally, the fender bender.
Love is a battlefield, my friend.
Of our 12 fearless pairs, only those with the top 6 times will make it past the qualifier and move into our next round. So, without further ado, we go down to the third member of our Wipeout team. That's Jill Wagner, who's standing by with our first couple of the day.
Thanks, guys. I'm down here with Jose and Darlene Gonzalez. How are you?
Good, we're good.
All right, now how long you two guys been together?
About 30 years.
Okay, so what's the secret to staying together 30 years?
Yes, honey.
John is whipped and he hasn't even reached an obstacle yet.
Today, our couples will start the course together, but tackle the obstacles one at a time.
Come on.
Jose on his way to the diving board trapeze where he needs to avoid that.
Yeah, the idea here is to use the trapeze to swing across the mud and land on the platform, not hit the side of it.
Hurry up, Jose! Come on!
John, you know what they say, behind every great man, there's a woman.
Do it! Come on!
Yelling at him.
Faster!
Oh, wow!
Come on! Get up!
Jose does a backward flip onto his head.
Go faster!
Jose finally to the platform where he has to wait now for Darlene's turn.
Oh, shoot!
No, but that doesn't look good.
Remember, Darlene, determination is 99% of the game. The other 1%, letting go of the bar.
Come on, you can do it. Let's go.
I got it.
Darlene just needs to tag Jose before he can continue.
You're it, and he is off to the big balls.
Do it! Come on!
Ooh!
I think that went well.
If you think so, Jill, an exhausted Jose making his way up to the platform means it's time for his partner to tackle the big balls. Here goes Darlene. Oh, but that's an excellent bounce.
Wow, the big ball's dishing out the tough love now, Johnny.
Come on.
Oh my God!
Darlene, she'll again tag Jose, and he will be the first one up on the log roll maze.
You want to go first?
No.
Look at Jose, ever the gentleman.
You know, I don't think ladies first is supposed to be based on how winded you are.
Give me a break.
Go.
I just swam.
Go, I'm tired. Come on.
Who said romance is dead, huh?
You do it.
This is cold.
I know, keep going.
That is love.
Yes, it is, Jill. 30 years of it.
Jose is going! Gonzalez.
No way.
All right, Johnny, one more obstacle. This fender bender may be the toughest qualifier obstacle of them all. See what I mean?
Jose watches Darlene wipe out, and he is literally tearing up at the thought of it.
Not really sure that's the case, Johnny. Darlene at the finish spot, but you know, the clock, it doesn't stop until Jose joins her.
Oh, they even wipe out the same.
Well, together they have finished the course, and their time is 7 minutes and 10 seconds.
John, after all these years, they still take each other's breath away.
That was hard.
And we take you away to the diving board trapeze. This is Eddie and Summer Dees. They've been together for 8 years.
Love is in the air.
No, that's just summer.
I think you mean fall.
Great to see these couples communicating, John.
Just keep going. Go.
Cornerstone of any relationship.
Remember to breathe. That helps.
Shut up!
Johnny, it feels like the summer of love as our couples have to rely on each other to make it through the course.
Oh, honey.
Working together, the key here.
As we say here on Wipeout, couples who stay together, bounce together.
You say that?
I just did.
And now barely skipping along, Travis Petties and Casey-Burton. And we're told they've been together a year and he cannot get enough of her home cooking.
She's killing him with kindness, John, and saturated fat.
Oh, a full flip renders our fender bender senseless.
Good wipeout.
Couldn't stomach the fender bender, John.
He's fender bender intolerant.
Let's see if Casey can cook up a successful fender bender run.
Whoops, looks like she's going fishing for dinner. Cookers Travis and Casey finish with a time of 5 minutes and 13 seconds.
Put a fork in him, he's done.
I don't know, he looks a little doughy. Might need a few more minutes.
Jill, who do we have next?
Okay, thanks, guys. I'm down here with Shane and Sally Harris. Now, I hear, Shane, that you do a little kind of a pose called the moose.
Serious?
Pose? Yeah, I'm serious. I'm serious. Wow, we're getting nude for this one.
Oh. John, I don't think he knows we shoot in the middle of moose country. Someone should warn him it's mating season. He should put that away immediately.
Moose on the loose, on his way up to the big balls. There's Mrs. Moose cheering him on. Oh my goodness, Johnny, incredible. Shane, the first person today to clear the big balls. Whoa!
Even his brother's cheering him on.
Let's watch Sally now. Hey!
Yeah, at least she wiped out in style.
Yeah, Jill, these two are nothing but style.
All right, Shane was perfect on the big balls. Now the log roll man.
Cruising along.
This guy's like a robot.
Sally's turn. Let's see how Mrs. Moose does. Does not do well. And yet this couple making excellent time as they move on to our final obstacle, the fender bender. Oh, incredible!
Unbelievable.
Again.
Man moose across the fender bender. He cleared 2 obstacles, John. That's unheard of.
Must be the animal in him because very few people could do that.
Whoa, I guess these moose are mere mortals.
Shane and Sally Moose finishing with a remarkable time of 3 minutes, 23 seconds.
And they appear to be celebrating with a moose mating dance.
I can see why he's tanking. Jill, who's next?
Okay, guys, I'm down here with Michael Garcia and Susan Molina. All right, now, 50 G's. What are you going to do with money if you win?
Oh, well, she wants me to
It says Shelly.
She wants me to remove this tattoo of my ex-wife.
To remove the tattoo of his ex-wife's name.
No, I definitely do. It's from my future wife right here.
Ooh, might want to hold off on that Susan tattoo you had planned.
Down the ramp go Michael Garcia and Susan Molina. Oh, goodness, Michael just can't stop himself from taking the plunge.
I think he's hoping the tattoo will just wash off, John. Is he even back there?
Well, here goes Susan. Whoa, poor woman has a negative vertical. Michael finally appearing out of the water.
He's taking his time, John. Doesn't want to rush into anything. He's been down that road before.
He's up and he's off now, shaking it off. Susan now approaching the second diving board and Michael hustling to catch up with him.
Hey, he's down on his knees, ready to propose. Oh, we got a runaway bride. Look at Susan go. She is playing hard to get.
That horn means Michael gets to go now.
Come on, baby, you can do it, do it.
Your time to shine, Michael.
Oh, come on.
Aye.
Well, the effort was there, but the connection to the trapeze wasn't.
Okay, guys, now this is where the teamwork really comes in.
Let's go, you can do it. Come on, sweetheart. Come on. Come on. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Come on, man.
Well, Jill, while they try to get their teamwork together, our team's gonna take a break.
Yeah, right.
John, Shelley is a very lucky woman.
John, that's Susan. Shelley's the ex-wife.
Exactly.
Welcome back to our very special couples edition of Wipeout.
Where love hurts, and sometimes leaves a welt.
Henson, huh?
Yeah, I'm telling you, the tabloids will eat it up with a spoon.
All right, 12 couples began the day, but only our top 6 are going to make it through the qualifier and on to the next round.
And they'll be one step closer to the grand prize of $50,000.
Speaking of people who are nowhere near that prize, before the break you met Michael Garcia and Susan Molina.
Here's what you missed during the break. It was very romantic. First, Michael stopped to serenade.
Hey, you know, baby.
Go. Let's go. Come on.
Then Susan just stopped.
Then both of them got creamed by the fender bender.
So they probably won't be advancing to the next round, but our next couple, they definitely look ready to attack the course.
And each other, apparently.
Now that's what I call big love.
Wow, these two are intimidating. Huh.
My hair all crazy already.
Yeah, mine too.
All right, guys, I'm down here with Lori Beth and Brian Schwab. Welcome to the show, guys.
Hello.
Hi. Hi. Now, what about the other competitors?
Absolutely convinced we can crush everyone.
Okay, now why is that?
I can tell you why.
Let's see how this muscle couple handles the course.
Apparently Lori Beth has a crippling fear of puddles. Hey, she overcame it.
And she's really happy about it, too.
Baby steps, John.
No baby steps for Brian. He is literally flying through the diving board trapeze.
Wow, these two definitely ate their Wheaties and racehorse amino acids this morning.
Lori Beth jumps. Oh, lands in the mud. But a quick resurface and she'll get another shot here.
Come on, come on, come on.
Uh-oh.
That was a nice yell.
Team Muscle has made the tag, and Brian is now up to the big balls.
Go, Brian!
John, these couples have been motivating each other so much today that our motivator's sort of been a third wheel. But the big balls, oh, getting some action.
John, is this Mr. Universe or Miss America? I've never seen somebody fix their hair on the big balls. And I wasn't expecting it to be this guy.
Well, Johnny, they're a tough couple, but they're no match for the Mortensen. Jill spoke with Ben and Heather earlier.
I hear that you proposed someplace special.
At Disneyland, it was awesome.
Well, you know, that is the happiest place on earth.
Yes, it is. Besides being here with Jill.
And my wife. That is, that's right.
Oh, boy.
Yep, that's gonna get him a night on the couch. Let's see if Ben has better luck on our big balls.
Oh, crap.
Obviously distracted by the trouble he's gonna be in when he gets home.
Yeah, Johnny, he's in hot water now. Well, cold, actually.
How'd you have time to plug your nose?
Heather, that is a great question. John, how did he have time to plug his nose?
He sure wasn't quick enough to plug his mouth.
Besides being here with Jill.
And my wife. That is, that's right.
Now it's Heather's turn on the big balls.
Come on, baby, you can do it.
Wow!
That was awesome.
Ben, it's even more awesome in super slow-mo.
Wow, she says she'll have a headache tonight. She'll mean it.
Come on, baby.
I want a divorce.
Let's go, baby, let's go.
Our next couple, a pair of 20-somethings who say they're here for the love of the game, spirit of the competition, purity of the sport.
So let me ask you guys about your shirts. What was the inspiration here?
Well, we're Team Money.
And the motivation is get money.
Well, they're not Team Subtlety.
And with moves like that, he might get the money.
Oh, he is so muddy, he doesn't even know it.
Johnny, is he having a seizure?
Yeah, seizure of assets. High five, Anderson.
John, the diving board trapeze has been shaking up all of our contestants today. We've seen the one-handed approach, landing on the wall approach,
And this guy who decided to leave it all on the course.
Maybe our shortest couple of the day, Paul and Rachel, can come up big in the qualifier.
Ooh, just short.
You know, if she had been just a few yards taller, she'd have had that.
I don't think they're tall enough to ride this obstacle.
Jill now with our next couple who are joining us from wine country.
Okay, guys, how excited are you to be on Wipeout? Was that a crow?
No, that's a...
That's a cheer.
So that's your team cheer?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, here goes Team Cacaw.
Definitely not flying like a crow, but looking like a rooster.
John, the cacaw has hit the fan.
Well, sometimes cacaw happens, John.
I'm beginning to wonder if that's involuntary.
If there's anything that can stop a good cacaw party, it's the big balls. Told you.
Our final couple on the qualifier is Tim and Jenny Johnson. Call themselves the tortoise and the hare. Jill tried to find out which is which.
Who's the tortoise, who's the hare?
We'll find out.
Do you guys have any tattoos?
A heart on my cheek with her name on it.
There's a heart on mine as well with his name.
Tim?
Mine has too much, there's too much hair covering.
Well, that answered that question.
And the hare is the first to approach the diving board trapeze.
This could get hairy, John.
Oh, a hard hit. It's a soft landing.
Whoa!
Go on!
We almost landed it, but his hair went in the mud.
No, it didn't, John.
Yes, it did.
Well, let's see if the tortoise slows him down. Whoa!
Ooh. Well, the tortoise is not known for its leaping ability, John.
Okay, Johnny, let's see how the hare stands up to the big balls.
Oh, valiant effort, but the tortoise is running out of steam.
Well, let's see if the tortoise can catch up to the hare over on the log roll maze.
Oh. No funny faces, Jill. If they keep up this pace, they'll definitely advance to the next round.
And the hare racing at full speed.
Ooh, missed it by the hair of his little, you know.
Well, let's see if the tortoise slows him down.
I think we may be looking at turtle soup here, John.
No, check this out. Wow. All the way across the fender bender. Second person today.
That's unheard of. And she Galapagos for the finish spot.
Moving on, the tortoise and the hare.
Okay, let's hop to our leaderboard. Moving on with them, we have Team Muscle, Brian and Lori Beth. Team Money, Aaron and Ashana. And don't underestimate our shortest couple, the tiny team of Paul and Rachel.
Also moving on are Mr. and Mrs. Moose, Shane and Sally, and Team Home Cooking, Travis and Casey. Hello, guys and gals, and we welcome you back to our special couples edition of Wipeout, where love is on the rocks, and it ain't no surprise.
I love that song. After our qualifying round, we've cut the contestants in half, and 6 couples will be moving on. Among them, we have Team Muscle, Brian and Lori Beth, the Tortoise and the Hare, Tim and Jenny, and Team Home Cooking, Travis and Casey.
We also have Tiny Team, that's Paul and Rachel, Team Money, Aaron and Ashana, and Mr. and Mrs. Moose, Shane and Sally, the moosiest moose we know.
You know, John, I think it was Shakespeare who said, "Love bites, love bleeds, and it's bringing me to my knees."
Yeah, a couple of things. A, not Shakespeare, it was Def Leppard. B, lots of our couples are about to be brought to their knees by the next obstacle. King of the Mountain. Our 6 couples will stand on 10-foot-high pedestals as the platform moves around and around. The first 3 couples, who can both make their way to one of the 6 spots near the edge of the mountain, move on to the next round. But they have to avoid 2 giant clubs rotating in the opposite direction. And this week, each couple can only move on again if both its members have claimed a spot on the mountain.
Wait. You're saying we could have 6 people on the mountain and nobody moving on?
That's what I'm saying.
Well, why didn't you say so? Let's go down to the action.
Oh, this is gonna be fun and a half.
Yeah, the muscle couple is totally pumped and ready to dominate.
My foot's asleep.
Or maybe not.
And the King of the Mountain is underway.
Who's going first?
First, in a race, that'll be our hare, Tim, who has an unlucky rabbit's foot.
Muscle Man Brian is on and quickly off the platform. And Mrs. Muscle, Lori Beth, gets sucker punched.
That's okay, John. She's used to it.
Well, we still have no one on the mountain as Shane Mr. Moose jumps onto the platform.
He avoids the club and taxidermy and mounts the mountain.
Oh, and our hare Tim right behind him. He runs across the platform, and he's also on the mountain. But neither of these guys guaranteed to move on until their better halves join them. Speaking of which, where are the ladies?
Maybe they stopped to ask for directions.
John.
Sorry.
That's Team Money's Aaron concocting a pyramid scheme to the top.
Come on, pull yourself up.
Oh, bumped by the mountain, but it doesn't make a difference. He's the 3rd man up. Guys, making it look so easy.
Well, Muscle Man is on the platform, and he heads for the center.
Oh, and hanging out with those massive biceps.
I go for tone, not bulk, John.
He puts them to good use, pulling himself up and making it onto the mountain.
Testosterone count, 4 zip.
Casey, our master home cooker, is off the back burner and into the frying pan and working her way toward the mountain.
Oh, take a look at that again. Our home cooker gets tenderized by the club.
Well, Mrs. Moose looks ready.
Sally, lay your head down.
Gets a little encouragement from her husband, and whoa, she's hanging on by Money's leg. Mr. Moose trying to hold on, but that's hard to do when you don't have opposable thumbs. Oh, Moose dropping.
Well, I guess that leaves the platform open. Tortoise leaps and, she gets shelled, but managing to hold on.
All right, you got it.
Fear the turtle.
She keeps plodding along.
So the tortoise completes the hare, and they're the first couple to advance.
Finally.
But we still need 2 more couples to move on.
Good job, pal.
Mrs. Moose is on, and she makes her way down to the platform like it's Main Street in a small Alaskan town.
And she makes it to the center, Johnny. Mr. and Mrs. Moose, the 2nd couple to make it to the top of the mountain.
Aw, their parents couldn't be more proud.
And that means we have room for 1 more pair on the mountain. Both Money and Mr. Muscle still waiting for their women in order to move on, while Team Home Cooking and Tiny are still waiting to get a partner on the mountain. Tiny Paul makes it onto the platform, heads for the middle, and with a supersized effort, he makes it to the top of the mountain, John.
Good job, Paul.
But with no misses on the mountain, Tiny Paul can't move on until she gets there.
Don't sweat the small stuff. Mrs. Muscle on the platform again, and Mrs. Money right behind her.
But Mrs. Muscle is up. Ooh, she gets separated from the platform.
The eater goes for seconds, makes it onto the platform, and look at it, he's going right over Mrs. Money. Oh, wow!
We have got to see that one again.
Wow, Johnny, that is one of the hardest hits I've seen.
Still not as hard as this one. Oh!
Nice. So we have 7 people on the mountain, but only 2 couples ready to move on. So we still need 1 more lady to get to the middle before this round ends.
Woo! Will Mrs. Muscle be the one to complete the final couple?
Not if our home cooker has anything to say about it. Ooh, but Mrs. Muscle is up, and she makes it onto the mountain, and that completes our final couple.
So Team Muscle, Brian and Lori Beth will be moving on, along with Mr. and Mrs. Moose, Shane and Sally, and the tortoise and the hare, Tim and Jenny.
Welcome back to our special couples edition of Wipeout,
where the couple that wipes out together gets muddy and argues on the way home.
Speaking of those final 3 couples, here they are. We have Mr. and Mrs. Moose, Shane and Sally. Team Muscle, Brian and Lori Beth. Tortoise and the Hare, Tim and Jenny.
And of those 3 couples, just 2 will be moving on to the Wipeout Zone and get a shot at our $50,000 prize.
But standing in their way, Dizzy Dummy 2.0.
Oh, yeah.
Here's how it works. Contestants strapped into the Dizzy Dummy until they're good and dizzy.
Then it's onto the spinner, where contestants will have to climb through the keyhole obstacle before they can move on.
Next, it's onto the sweeper buoy run, and the first person on the platform doesn't have to spin again, but they don't have a spot in the Wipeout Zone until the other member of the couple wins a round. So the remaining 5 get back in the Dizzy Dummy and do the rope swing, and when that's done, spin again.
And with each member waiting for their better half to win a round before they can move on to the Wipeout Zone, we'll get to see even more wipeouts than usual, which, as we know, rules.
Rules. All right, the contestants are strapped in. Let's go down to the Dizzy Dummy.
Uh-oh.
They have started up, and here is round 1.
It's like the county fair.
What kind of sadistic county fair does she go to? All that noise, John. Is this couples Dizzy Dummy or couples therapy?
All right, here we go.
And our moose are leading the herd.
Now, Mrs. Moose. Oh, she gets let loose.
And the tortoise is trying to unwind.
Mr. Moose making it through. Oh, he gets tackled by the hare.
Is there some kind of wilderness turf war brewing?
John, is it me, or do these people all look alike?
At least we know the muscle couple because they both have ponytails.
Mr. Moose on first, Mr. Muscle right behind him.
Oh, right in the gluteus muscle.
Can Mr. Moose jump it?
Mr. Moose showing some frustration, but taming the sweeper is no easy feat, John. I mean, it's not like, oh boy.
Oh, wait a minute.
The hare is riding it.
And he lands it. Fantastic. Did you see that, Joe? So the hare wins the round.
Slow and steady my tail.
But he's not going to the Wipeout Zone until his wife, the tortoise, wins a round as well. By the way, how did he win this round?
I think he used a little visualization technique. Oop, almost forgot. There we go.
All right, the dummy is already started up here in round 2, John. And spinning right there is Mr. Moose.
Wait a second, John. Is he crying?
Yeah, crying.
Wonder if he found out his cousin is hanging on my wall.
That's the horn, so here we go. Mr. Moose leading the herd again. He makes it onto the spinner, followed by his wife and Mr. Muscle.
That was Mrs. Muscle. Oh, and she almost gets trampled by Mr. Moose.
Shane's a tough competitor.
He is. He's long, he's lean, he's mean, he's
Dead in the water.
And that's Mrs. Moose. Hey, it looks like she's got the hang of it.
Now the let go of it. All right, now it's Mr. Muscle's turn. He's swinging and... Hey! Tarzan swings in for the win. Now all he needs is his Jane.
Nice job. This is round 3. 2 husbands on the sidelines there with Jill. They've each won a round, but remember, they're not moving on to the Wipeout Zone until their ladies win a round and join them.
Hey, speaking of ladies, is Mr. Moose crying again?
No, John, I think that's actually the classic case of a Dizzy Dummy face.
Ooh, he should have that looked at.
Mrs. Moose heads north. She's into the keyhole, and full speed ahead, here comes Mr. Moose. Ooh!
Sorry.
What a polite moose.
The moose are up. The tortoise is through the keyhole. She'll be coming soon. Mrs. Moose on the buoy.
Whoa!
I didn't even do that.
Mr. Moose is making a move, and he's looking pretty good.
Well, he's about to get something. A sweeper arm body shot.
I don't know, man.
You got to go right and jump over it.
That sounds wonderful.
Mrs. Muscle going for it. Hey there! Mr. Moose gonna try another route. This is the tough part. He's got it! One last jump.
Yep, and he's also got those moose mating dance moves.
All right, this is round 4, and it's still anybody's game.
Our 3 boys on the side, they each need their wife to win a round in order to move on to the Wipeout Zone. And remember, we're only looking for 2 couples to move on.
First out is Mrs. Moose, followed by Mrs. Muscle and our tortoise.
Come on, Jenny, out of the belt. Come on, girl.
Cute.
First time using a safety belt?
That's Mrs. Moose making it through the keyhole. The tortoise there making it on. Oh! Oh, look out for the moose!
Good thing she has an exoskeleton.
Mrs. Muscle making it to the keyhole. She'll be trying to catch Mrs. Moose.
Sally, jump hard.
Oh, God.
Or hardly jump, your choice.
Oh, no.
Mrs. Muscle getting ready.
All right, Lori, make it count.
Just a bit outside.
The tortoise.
Go ahead, hon. You got this. Touchdown. Yeah.
Betty wishes she was more clingy now, John.
That's Mrs. Moose swinging again.
Ooh, so close, just moosed it.
Steve Schwab, LB.
Mrs. Muscle's gonna give it another tricep.
She's swinging in. And she's got it this time.
Steve Schwab.
That's a couple with flex appeal. The Muscles moving on to the Wipeout Zone.
Let's go down to Jill. She's with our first 2 Wipeout Zone contestants.
Congratulations, guys. You're moving on to the Wipeout Zone. Back to you guys.
Team Schwab.
This is the 5th and final round now, Johnny. We are down to 2 couples.
So will it be the tortoise and the hare, or will we be seeing another moose mating dance? Let's find out.
That's Mrs. Moose first out of the gate. She's on. Oh, quickly off again.
Here comes the tortoise. Oh, they're both on now.
The tortoise is off, though, but Mrs. Moose managing to stay on. She's to the keyhole, making her way through there. The tortoise is going to try a running start this time, Johnny. She's on, but sliding. Now off.
Mrs. Moose is through and down. Tortoise is really going to have to step it up because Mrs. Moose is already at the buoy run, John. Oh, she's down again. This is getting hard to watch.
Mrs. Moose on the move, and she is looking very good, Johnny. Just a few more buoys. And Mr. and Mrs. Moose moving on to the Wipeout Zone.
So moving on to the Wipeout Zone, our 2 final couples, Mr. and Mrs. Moose, Shane and Sally, and Team Muscle, Brian and Lori Beth.
We are back here on Wipeout, and it's couples night, Johnny.
That's right. We've had a day of wipeouts and slip-ups, but hopefully no breakups.
And before anybody can take home the money, they have to make it through the Wipeout Zone. Our Wipeout Zone is made up of 4 stages. It starts with the aqua launch. Contestants will attempt to control their launch into the zone while enduring a rush of 3,000 gallons of water per minute.
Then they'll have to make their way up the raging rapids and avoid being washed away by a 1,000-gallon tidal wave of mud.
Next up, the crazy sweeper, where contestants will negotiate their way across the pedestals to the other side while being chased by 2 sweeper arms and a distracting curtain of noodles.
Then finally, they'll make their way across these foamy turntables to the finish platform.
And each member of the couple will run separately, then their times will be combined, and the couple with the best total time takes home the 50 grand.
Up first will be Mr. and Mrs. Moose, Shane and Sally. They're down with Jill right now.
All right, guys, I'm down here with Shane and Sally Harris. Welcome to the Wipeout Zone, guys.
Yeah,
we made it. What are you thinking about all of this?
I'm really stoked.
Shane and Sally Harris went any which way but moose on our qualifier, where Mr. Moose beat our big balls and Mrs. Moose didn't. Shane heard the call of the wild while hunting down the first spot in the King of the Mountain, and his lady love fought like an animal to meet him in the middle. They went wild to make it through the dizzy dummy and claim their rightful place in the Wipeout Zone.
And there he is, Mr. Moose, Shane Harris, will be going first for Team Moose tonight and using an inflatable sled to go down the aqua launch. And there he goes, onto our course. Oh!
sailing into the freezing water. John raising his arms, expressing the herd dominance as he plunges into the water.
Yeah, that's right, Johnny. He'll have his pick of the cows at running time.
Now he's got to make his way up the raging rapids before being hit with a 1,000-gallon tidal wave. And today, it'll be 1,000 gallons of mud, John. And amazingly, he has managed to outrun a 1,000-gallon tidal wave of mud. Making great time here in the Wipeout Zone, but he has to make his way over to the next obstacle. Perhaps the most ominous, the crazy sweeper.
A few seconds to size it up. Making a run for it. Through the noodles. Little pulse. Hustling up again now. Oh, he got turned around by the noodle. Now the crazy sweeper arm catches up to him, and it sends him into the water.
Oh, our moose taking a shot in the back, John, and they're not even in season.
But he is back up and poised to take a second stab at the crazy sweeper. That first wipeout didn't seem to hurt his time too badly. So he's up, moving pretty quickly once again, already onto our pedestals, and he's hurrying and safely onto that last obstacle.
Just over the 3-minute mark at this point, and he is setting a blistering pace. Now safely onto the second turntable.
But don't forget that Mrs. Moose also has to run the course, and it will be their combined times that will set the mark to beat. He's onto the last turntable. One more jump.
I think you can smell the moolah, John.
You mean moosla?
How did I miss that?
Yeah! So with a time of 3:28, Mr. Moose, Shane Harris, has set the first half of the time to beat for his team. An impressive half individually, but it's impossible to know just how good team-wise until we see how his wife handles the Wipeout Zone. Okay, there she is, top of the aqua launch. Mrs. Moose ready to pick up where her husband left off.
You can do it, Sal!
And her clock will start at 3 minutes and 28 seconds.
And there's the buzzer, and she is away. Launching into the waters of the Wipeout Zone.
Wow, Sally Harris not moosing around at all.
Quickly starting her climb out onto the raging rapids. And like all other aspects of the Wipeout Zone, speed is key here, but so is sure footing. You do not want to wipe out.
She's making her way slowly and steadily up to the top, but here comes the tidal wave of mud. Take a look at that replay. The raging rapids trying to make moose an endangered species here on Wipeout.
But she is back up and trying to scale the raging rapids for a second time. Remember, her husband beat the tidal wave on this obstacle, and that's helped their time considerably.
Yeah!
Shouts of encouragement from the sideline there. Mrs. Moose gonna need all the support she can get, though, because she's approaching the crazy sweeper.
She makes a run for it.
Yep.
Oh, no!
Double O.
That was like a twofer.
That was ruthless, Johnny.
I heard a moose will eat anything, but man, she just took a bite out of the Wipeout Zone.
Well, she's gotten herself ready to go again. Seems unfazed, but now those seconds are beginning to add up to minutes. Knowing that they're going to set the time to beat, though, she is moving quickly. Also moving quickly, that sweeper arm. Oh, laid down Sally.
That was so close.
So close indeed, yet so far is Mrs. Moose looking at a long swim back to the beginning of the obstacle.
Once again out of the water and poised to try this for a third time. Out in front of that sweeper arm, but it's gaining ground again. Will she make it? The final obstacle awaits, and she has done it this time.
Yes! Good job! You're doing great!
All right, Elite puts her onto the first foamy turntable.
How do I do this?
Sally, you're doing awesome. Just keep it up.
Shane can cheer for her. He can't jump for her. Has to do that herself. Oh, and back into the water she goes.
And you saw just there the anguish on her husband's face. He knows exactly what she's going through right now.
Starting again at the front of the foamy turntables. Just cracked the 12-minute mark.
Yeah!
Husband Shane continuing to offer positive words to his wife.
She's got it now. She's got it.
Good work! Perfect!
And she is onto the final turntable. One more jump, and they will set the time the Team Muscle will have to beat. There she goes, and safely onto our finished platform.
Well done.
The clock stopping at 12:38. That is now the money time. Welcome back to Wipeout. The drama is building. We are in the second half of the Wipeout Zone, and there is one couple down and one left to run.
Which means Team Muscle will be taking their shot at the Wipeout Zone next. But first, let's see how they got here.
Team Muscle, Brian and Lori Beth Schwab were pumped to tackle the Wipeout course. They jumped into the ring, but the qualifier showed some muscle of its own. They dug deep on King of the Mountain, then showed the bigger they are, the harder they fall in the Dizzy Dummy, but they prevailed together as a team, claiming one of the coveted couple spots in the Wipeout Zone.
All right, so first up for Team Muscle tonight will be Brian Schwab. He's ready to take his shot at the Wipeout Zone. 12 minutes, 38 seconds is the time to beat, set by Mr. and Mrs. Moose.
There's the buzzer, and he's away.
And there he goes, plunging into the waters of the Wipeout Zone like a wheatgrass shot into his belly. Let's take a look at that replay. Oh, into the water, Johnny.
And now he'll take on the Raging Rapids. If you recall, Mr. Moose conquered the Raging Rapids in about 20 seconds, so if Team Muscle wants to remain competitive, it'll need to do the same or close to it. And he has managed to outmuscle the Raging Rapids, just like Mr. Moose.
Must have taken his protein shake today because he is flying on his way over to the most menacing of all obstacles in the Wipeout Zone, the Crazy Sweeper.
Now, John, the goal here, zigzag across the beam, over the pedestals, onto the next obstacle without getting hit by those massive sweeper arms.
And he makes a run for it, John, but so is that sweeper arm, and it is gonna catch him. Ooh. Oh! Sends him flying into the water.
Ouch! Take a look at the replay. A crushing blow and just a stride away from the end of the obstacle.
Yeah, the Crazy Sweeper getting in plenty of crunches tonight.
Slowly taking the lead out onto the beam, patiently waiting for that arm to pass.
He's on the move. Ooh, but he's getting mired in the noodles. The sweeper arm egging him on as if it's his personal trainer, and he makes it.
Now at the final obstacle, the foamy turntable. About 30 seconds off the pace set by Mr. Moose. Oh, looks like he's headed for a rinse, Johnny, unless he can pull himself up. No, we're gonna charge Brian with a wipeout.
He is not able to pony up and get his tail back on the turntable.
He'll have to try this one again, John. And going back to the beginning is a big setback to Team Muscle's time.
But there he is, up, ready to try this one again. 3 turntables separating him now from the finish platform.
Making a move, head first into the foam on the second. Love that. Same style onto the 3rd turntable. Last jump to go. Makes that leap. And now he's onto the finished platform, and the time for the first half of the run, 6:48.
That's over 3 minutes more than it took Mr. Moose to finish the course, but with a total time to beat of 12:38, Mrs. Muscle has 50 grand in her sights.
Well, she is up next, which means we know where to find her, up top at the Aqua Launch.
So it all comes down to this, a combined time of 12 minutes, 38 seconds, the time to beat.
And the time Lori Beth inherited from her husband, 6:48. That's where her clock starts.
And she's off. Oh, having some difficulty there at the top, but she is off nonetheless. Flying into the Wipeout Zone, getting great distance off the Aqua
In
Launch.
fact, a little too good, Johnny. Overshot the Raging Rapids a little bit. That's going to eat up some time that she doesn't have.
And she's onto the obstacle, moving up in a trot, but she's about to get hit with 1,000 gallons of mud. Where'd she go, John? Oh, there she is.
She is back at the bottom, gasping for air. Let's take another look at that.
John, she looks like a protein shake in a blender.
Come on, Lori!
Receiving some words of encouragement from her husband there.
And she crawls her way to the top of the Raging Rapids.
Good job, Larry!
Doing a great job so far of keeping pace with Mrs. Moose, but keeping pace not good enough. She's going to have to make up time somewhere.
Will it be here on the Crazy Sweeper? Lori Beth's fitness level put to the test, and with every muscle fiber of her being, she's going for it.
Oh, God!
Brief pause, and on the move once again.
Oh, God!
Johnny, the noodles seem to be spooking her.
Oh, God! God! God!
Couldn't have said it better myself, Jill. She took a hard hit from the Crazy Sweeper there.
But she's recovered and already going forward again. She has no margin of error at this point.
Come on, Larry! Woo!
I gotta catch my breath!
She doesn't have time to catch her breath. She is on the move again. If she makes it clean now, though, she'll have almost 2 minutes to complete the foamy turntable.
Go, 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 go!
Woo! No!
Yes! Yes, indeed. With only one wipeout on the crazy sweeper, she made up tons of time.
Oh, God.
Yeah, John doesn't look enthused, though, about the foamy turntable.
Oh, God.
Nonetheless, head first she goes.
Good job, good job.
No! I can't, man.
She says she can't, but she has to because that clock will not stop ticking. Oh, goes for it and falls hard into the water.
Spun right off the turntable. That's one of the most bizarre wipeouts I've seen.
Oh, God. Yeah!
All right, making a leap for it now. Just under 40 seconds left on the clock.
I can't!
Yes, you can.
No, I can't!
Short on confidence, short on time. Less than 30 seconds to go.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Come on, Lori. Come on, sweet girl. You're running out of time. Let's go.
She needs to jump sooner. She won't make it.
Is she gonna go for it?
Go.
Okay, bye.
Good job.
Can she do it? Can she make the jump? She goes over it.
Oh, and with that, their hopes are dashed, and she uses what energy she has left to swim over to Brian.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm sorry.
So, Mr. and Mrs. Moose, Shane and Sally Harris are your Wipeout Couples Champions.
You just won Wipeout.
Well, that's going to do it for us, but please join us next week, as always, when we have 24 new contestants who will take on some crazy new obstacles. Until then, America, I'm John Anderson.
And for Jill Wagner, I'm John Henson saying good night and big balls.
Let's go, Roman. Whoa! That was awesome.
It's that time, America. What goes up must wipe out.
Red ball right now.
And wipe out they will, as 24 competitors fall headlong into a battle for $50,000 on the world's largest and most extraordinary obstacle course. We'll see magnificent falls, sensational tumbles, and astonishing spills. Only our mightiest four will advance to the most challenging obstacle course of all, the Wipeout Zone. The epic competition begins now. One will become a champion, but all will wipe out. Hello, America, and welcome to Wipeout. I'm John Anderson, here as always with the supremely gifted John Henson.
Congratulations on your viewing choice, and prepare yourself for the most fun a person can legally have in this time slot.
What happens if they don't prepare themselves?
My Nana laughed so hard she had to re-cushion the couch.
Moving on. 24 contestants are ready to take on the biggest, craziest obstacle course ever assembled. And you know what's going to happen at the end, Johnny? One will walk away with a lot of cash.
By a lot, do you mean $50,000?
That's exactly what I mean. Let's get started by checking out this week's qualifier. It starts with the fence flappers.
It ain't your grandma's white picket fence.
Next, it's the sucker punch.
Punching people since 2008.
The trip through the big balls, plus the motivator.
Hello, old friends.
After that, not just the shake-a-lator, the foamy shake-a-lator.
Made with real non-dairy creamer.
And we finish it all off with the shapeshifter.
It's in fine form today, Johnny.
As always, the 12 fastest competitors will advance to our next round.
All right, let's go down to our first contestant, Aubrey Siebert.
Jesus! Mercy and grace, baby! Mercy and grace! Woo! I need it!
Huh. Jesus, Mercy, and Grace. Must be her kids.
I know a way to find out. Let's turn it over to the third member of our Wipeout team, Jill Wagner.
Aubrey, what do you do?
I'm the children's secretary for our ministry at Grace Community Church.
So you're you're a church lady.
Yeah, totally.
So are you doing this for the Lord today?
Absolutely. Completely, totally. Silly Cristo baby. Woo!
I want to go to church with all the tall blonde cheerleaders.
Let's see if she has a prayer on her qualifier.
She's on a mission from God.
The first stunt is the fence flappers. Object here, avoid the flappers.
Oh, this is gonna be great. We do too, Aubrey. On the 8th day, God created fence flappers, and it was good.
I love it, I need it!
Well, there's plenty of it.
That's great, Johnny, because we have designed the course so you get to face the fence flappers twice.
No, you don't, church lady. This is amazing. The Bible lady got thumped. I love it, John. I want more.
Don't worry, lots more contestants coming on the fence flappers, but first Aubrey's over there at the sucker punch.
Yea, though she walks through the valley of fists, she fears no evil. Nor mud. She has been touched by the hand of Wipeout.
Oh, dear Lord.
Mercy. Mercy and grace.
Not sure if the big balls are going to show her any mercy, but let's see how she does with the grace.
Oh, not so great.
Yeah, she took a leap of faith and got shaken.
Well, there's more where that came from. Aubrey, up to the shake-a-lator.
Shake my butt.
Oh, she's a shaker. Hey, that's $1 in the swear jar and 5 Hail Marys.
She successfully jumps onto the shake-a-lator, though, John.
Well, isn't that special?
It is special, John. Moving right through the shake-a-lator like it's nothing. Church lady getting to her feet now.
Holy of holies!
My lord.
Mercy and grace and knees to the face. That was awesome.
Well, Aubrey has made it to our final obstacle, the shapeshifter. She has to jump on the trampoline, fly through one of the shapes, land on the final platform.
Yeah, it'll take a miracle, but as always, if she wipes out, she'll be paddling to that finish spot.
Never a fiery chariot when you need one. Church lady on the shapeshifter.
Oh, I think that cracked her halo. Well, the air is human, but to wipe out, divine.
Aubrey comes in with a time of 5 minutes, 12 seconds.
Well, from the church lady to... Holy cow, is that Lamar from Revenge of the Nerds?
That is Eddie Moten Jr.
Eddie, what'd you do with the $50,000?
Well, honestly, I would invest it towards my comic book.
Are you like the main character?
The main character is based off of me.
Yeah, what's he called?
Jordan Baker, AKA the Dragon.
The dragon. I think that's more of a tiger. Wait a minute, what does a dragon do?
I don't know, maybe that's so much like a fairy. We'll just go,
It's like a fairy dragon.
watch out, because I am one fierce dragon. Smooches.
Wow, that is one fierce dragon I would not like to meet in a dark alley.
Fierce Dragon Eddie spreading his wings on his way to the fence flappers.
Can dragons fly, John?
Oh, yes, they can fly.
I don't see how the fence flappers could be any better. Oh, I was wrong. Unbelievable. Take a look at that again. There is only one word to describe this, Johnny.
Smooches.
Yeah, smooches.
I'm guessing the sucker punch is gonna pop-o Eddie in the kisser too, John. Ooh, takes 2 shots to the head and goes down.
Sucker punch trying to knock the glamour right off of Eddie's face.
Still looking glamorous, baby.
But no dice.
And if mythology has taught us nothing else, John, we know that dragons are hard to defeat. Oh, look at Eddie going across the big balls. Oh, our big balls of fire finally slay the dragon.
Man, I think he is tough, the magic dragon.
Fierce Dragon, John.
Oh, that's right. My bad. Fierce dragon. As always, Eddie. Whoa, who's that?
That's 32-year-old salesman Edison Romeo.
I'm supposed to jump on that?
I got this, Johnny. Hand me the megaphone. Yes.
It's gonna fly me over there?
Yeah. I mean, I hope so.
Man, I hope so too, man.
Come on, you can do it, Edison.
The physics.
Oh, boy.
And all this other mathematical stuff.
Edison's thinking, John. He's waiting for a light bulb.
I'm 300 pounds. I jump. That gonna propel me?
Of course. It'll work exactly how it was designed to. You have nothing to worry about. Just go.
All right.
Holy marvel of modern engineering.
It's just like you told him, Johnny. The shapeshifter working exactly as it was designed.
That was good.
No, that was great.
I told you.
No, I told you. John, I want to see more fence fly. Oh, dear Lord, look at the shape of that woman's head.
This is Jacqueline Deckelman, Johnny, and she's a cheesehead. It's a football thing.
Oh, Manchego, that was rough. The fence flappers knocked Jacqueline's cheese head clear off.
You're not alone, Johnny. The fence flappers have been shredding everybody in their path today.
Oh, I think this is the most delicious obstacle ever.
I hate you.
Oh, come on. What's there to hate?
Oh, the stunt is spectacular.
Ooh, it's just like...
Being kicked by a horse.
My thoughts exactly. Who's this, Johnny?
This is Leanne Thompson.
What do you have on your shirt here?
I live to farm because I just love farming. I major in fruit science and just something about it I just am in love with.
What's your favorite fruit?
Well, right now I like spinach.
Spinach? I think she missed some classes.
Fruit?
Spinach? Yeah.
I don't think she's going to an accredited fruit college.
Now let's plow ahead and watch the fruit farmer on the shapeshifter.
Some good old farm work.
Farm work? What are they teaching at that fruit college?
Well, it's kind of a party school.
Whoa, she almost made it through, Johnny. So close.
She did, but it turned her into a spinach compote.
Did you go to a fruit college, too?
I took some classes at a satellite campus online.
Well, Leanne graduates with a time of 3:17.
From farmer to rancher, who's the cowboy, Johnny?
That's 19-year-old Andrew Sherman. He's actually a theme park performer.
He's a cowboy, John. I see that.
Oh, well, this cowboy's gonna have to mend those fences and possibly his pride.
But if anybody's gonna tame those fence flappers, it's gonna be this cowboy.
Oh, John, how come everybody thinks they got it at this point?
I don't know. I don't care. I just love it.
Well, let's see if this cowboy can break our wild sucker punch wall.
Oh, the sucker punch wall breaks in, and our cowboy gets branded.
I can take this. I can do this. I got this.
Ride him, cowboy.
Oh, Johnny, Andrew almost rode right across our big balls.
I bet he can ride anything. Bulls, Broncos.
He actually rides a unicycle.
Cool. He's a cowboy, and on a wheeled horse he rides.
Well, we definitely have a giant wheel for him then. Let's see if he can saddle up the shapeshifter.
Cowboy up. Oh, cowboy down. The shapeshifter just turned our cowboy into a cow man.
Yeah, but Andrew still lassos a great time, 2:48.
Finish. Yes. Holy cow.
Whoa, settle down, girl.
I suspect I know, but I'll ask anyway. What's with the horse on a stick?
Well, I'm gonna be a cowboy, John. Buttermilk here is my training horse. You want to pet her?
No thanks, partner.
Want to feed her an apple?
Don't want to feed her an apple. Let's just move on, huh? Welcome back to Wipeout, where our qualifier is doing its dirty job of knocking our field of contestants down from 24 to 12.
All right, let's waste no time and get right down to our next contestant, 19-year-old Pete Monazingo.
This is for you, Zac Efron. Woo! Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Jill, what is he talking about? And can we get him to stop?
You know what I love, Pete?
What's that?
I love musicals.
Don't get me started.
What do you mean, don't get you started?
I like High School Musical. I have to admit, I'm a guy and I like High School Musical.
Well, speaking of High School Musical, heads up, Pete.
What's up? This is Wipeout. I'm gonna win the game. The big balls are mine. Let's bring it on! Woo! That's my musical!
Hey, Zac Efron, I think you're out of a job.
Now, I think Zach's got a lot of good years left in him. Look at me. I was a teen heartthrob, and I haven't changed much over the years.
Let's just see how Pete does on the fence flappers.
Oh! After a hit like that, I'm gonna call him Smack Efron.
Don't suppose Smack Efron is a candidate to get beat up on the sucker punch, do you?
He takes a punch, but keeps going, Johnny. This kid has got it. He's going places.
He's going straight to the big balls, actually.
I know it, and it should be easy for him. Think about it. They're just like giant red basketballs.
Hey, wait a minute. Yeah, look at this. He's hanging on. Oh, my gosh. If he can get himself up in that third ball, he's got a great shot to make it across.
Pete onto the fourth ball now, and he makes it across the big balls. No, Efron, way!
Pete smashes into that third ball, but makes an amazing recovery.
This teen heartthrob really handling this run well. It's like when Scott Baio parlayed the success of Charles in Charge into... Oh, wait.
Pete makes his way onto the shake-a-later. See ya.
Pete's talent on this course makes me believe in impossibilities. Like a math lead and a star point guard falling in love in a musical.
Now Smack's got a date with the shapeshifter.
Oh, Smack Efron keeping true to his name as he plows into the shapeshifter. But I give him an A for Efron.
A spectacular time, though, 3:14. Pete has a great shot at an encore. Let's return to the start of the course, John, where 22-year-old Janelle Tierney is about to take on the fence flappers.
Wow, that's a new approach. Oh, well, you know, you gotta crawl before you can walk, or in this case, fly.
As for walking on all fours, Janelle wants to donate part of her winnings to abolish animal cruelty.
Oh, that's really sweet.
Are you a vegetarian?
No.
You're
well,
not?
Kind of. I eat fish and chicken.
So you want to abolish animal cruelty except for chicken and fish, right?
Yes.
Because she doesn't like chickens.
We used to have chickens on my ranch.
Oh, so you've killed them before. You just kind of... Wait a minute. So now, hold on. Now I'm getting a whole different thing. So you keep... Now you kill turkeys, chickens, fish, and...
Cows.
cows, okay? There's another one you kill. I think you actually support animal cruelty.
Only for the ugly ones. I think the cute ones like dogs and ponies are safe.
Let's see how this animal cruelty lover does on the big balls.
Oh, I think our big balls saw her on a petting zoo wanted poster. They spun her off like a rotisserie chicken.
Chicken. You're making me hungry. She's onto the foamy shakelator now, Johnny, which we'd like to proudly point out was not tested on animals.
No, we just use contestants, like Jonelle.
Well, looks like she's having a good time.
Yeah, that foam mohawk makes her look like a rooster.
Oh, she just got served up herself.
Hey, is a church lady back?
No, that's 22-year-old ballet dancer Carrie Carlton on her way for a pas de deux with the shapeshifter. Wasting little time.
Oh, not so graceful, Carrie. Not so graceful.
Graceful? Jill, she's like a swan.
Swan? Not seeing it.
Yeah, it's kind of like human origami.
Oh, yeah. Now at the sucker punch is 30-year-old Patrick Ernest.
30? Look at that baby face. This guy looks like he's 12. Is he even old enough to ride the ride?
Well, he better be, otherwise we're gonna hear from his lawyer. Let's hear from Jill. I'm sure she's covered all of this.
Patrick, what do you do?
I'm a lawyer,
Aw, is that what you want to be when you grow up?
but I am grown up.
Wait a minute, how old are you?
I'm 30.
Aw, you're so cute. I used to do that too when I was young.
You're so cute, Patrick. You look like a squishy bear.
Well, our barely legal lawyer is at the shapeshifter now, and this thing baby's nobody.
Oh, that was some rough justice, John. You know, the shapeshifter's word is law, and these contestants, they need to respect it.
Oh, John, I'm pretty sure that's illegal in all 50 states.
Oh!
And Canada.
You know, the shapeshifter's tough, but fair. Oh. All right. Maybe it's just tough.
Oh, totally. Let's move on to the final contestant of the day, shall we? Burton Hendrickson.
Yeah, local 250 all the way.
Oh, local 250, what's that?
Yeah, Jill, little local 250 help.
Burton, what do you do?
I'm air conditioning repair, local 250.
Okay.
It's a whole bunch.
You're a union man.
Yes, ma'am.
$50,000. What are you gonna do with money?
I'm gonna get my ex-girlfriend's name lasered off my butt.
Classy.
Can we see it?
You want to see it?
Yeah.
Say no,
Oh, yeah.
Jill. No, no!
There it is.
No!
That was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
That was awkward.
Awkward doesn't even begin to describe what I'm feeling right now.
Yeah, sometimes it's best not to look for the union label. But look at Burton on the shapeshifter. He might be riding himself here. Oh my gosh, Johnny, the union man has a great chance to get through our shapeshifter.
Okay, he's gonna do this. He is gonna do this. Burton is gonna be our first contestant to make it on the platform.
Oh, good call, Jill. This union man hangs in there until he gets better terms and conditions. Union yes, Johnny. Union yes.
So Burton Hendrickson will be moving on, along with Fierce Dragon Eddie Moten Jr., Leanne the Fruit Farmer Thompson, and Andrew the Cowboy Sherman.
Also moving on are Pete Smack Efron Monazingo, animal cruelty lover Jonelle Tierney, and barely legal lawyer Patrick Ernest.
We are back on Wipeout, and thanks to the excellent work of our qualifier, we're down to a dozen contestants, John.
Among our remaining contestants, Fierce Dragon Eddie Moten Jr., Fruit Farmer Leanne Thompson, Cowboy Andrew Sherman, Pete Smack Efron Monazingo, ballet dancer Carrie Carlton, and Burton the Union Man Hendrickson. You know, much like Zac Efron, I too understand the pressures of being a teenage heartthrob.
You're not even a teenager.
John, I'm a young man at heart. You know what I'm saying? I love going to drive-ins, playing the yo-yo, doing the twist, all that good stuff.
Think you proved my point, thanks.
I'll prove your point. Never mind, what's the next newfangled contraption?
Well, I'm so glad you asked. It's called the double cross. Our 12 contestants begin on a 10-foot-high starting platform. There's 4 planks move in a circular motion. Contestants must jump on one of the 3 green planks, exit off the 1 red plank to the unstable table on the other side.
But step lively, because in their way are 4 sweeper arms swinging around in the opposite direction.
If they wipe out, they have to get up, start the whole thing over. It is a single heat, and the first 6 to make it across move on to the next round.
And if that wasn't hard enough for you, John, this week we've added foam, and I have it on good authority, we have at least another surprise for our contestants.
Well, no need to wait then, shall we? Let's jump to it. These contestants are working together like a well-oiled machine, John.
This is about to be a train wreck.
It sure will. That's why it's impossible to look away. And that's the horn telling us this train wreck is underway.
Andrew, our cowboy, is the first contestant to gallop onto the double cross. Straight down the red plank, one step ahead of the unstable table. Hello, next round. That's unbelievable.
Well, it's just pioneer spirit, John.
Yes! So that means immediately we have one spot filled and 5 left for the others.
Get it, girl, get it, girl, get it, girl.
That's Ballerina Carey and Fierce Dragon Eddie, who have made it onto the bars of the double cross. Nice adjustment, using the planks to help boost himself up.
Wonder why he didn't just use those dragon wings. Oh, double cross knocks Smack Efron's footless.
Where's the end?
I love surprises.
Really?
Yes, really. But our ballerina is pointed to the finish. Oh! Somersaults in.
Double cross sends Ballerina Carey into our Swan Lake.
5 spots remain open. Our double X's are just Xing out the contestants. Fierce Dragon is headed to the finish, knocked off the plank, but holding onto that bar. Oh, snuffed out.
But Burton the Union Man has made it to the middle, and barely legal lawyer Patrick has passed the bar. And so has Janelle, the ravenous animal cruelty activist supporter of something. Guess that bar is as slippery as her loyalties.
Union Man is up and headed for the finish.
Oh,
take another look.
The unstable table acts as our own personal union buster. Better call Workman's Comp. Good thing Doogie Howser's in the area.
Darn it, John, he's a lawyer, not a doctor. Leanne, the fruit farmer's up and completely invades our barely legal lawyer's privacy.
Careful, he's barely legal.
Oh, barely legal lawyer has finally made it to the middle.
Oh, I hope he doesn't slap the geyser with a harassment suit.
But he's finally removed the training wheels and headed down the red plank.
Oh, and the double cross-examines him.
Smack Efron has got his head in the game, and he's made it to the center.
What's going on? You're going in a circle. Step ball change music, man.
Union Man is on and reaches the middle. Our geyser, an equal opportunity sprayer. Smack Efron headed down the red plank, over the bar, again.
Oh, he is bruised by the plank.
Union Man headed for the finish. Yes, he grabs the second spot and is moving on. Fierce Dragon is on and swoops to the center. Regains his footing there, starts down the red plank.
Oh, that wipeout was fierce. Animal cruelty activists clubbed out, Johnny. You see, the double cross is pro-animal cruelty as long as the animal is human. Still 4 spots open, and our fruit farmer making her way down that corn row. Fruit tree? That's all right. She doesn't know the difference. Oh, farm girl getting irrigated.
John, it's terrible.
Why?
Our fruit farmer dashing down the red plank, and yes, she'll claim the 3rd spot with 3 more to be had.
Our fierce dragon flutters to the middle. He won't be able to breathe fire for a week now.
Clever.
Oh, okay. Some cute farm girl makes an irrigation joke, and it's just hilarious, huh? But when I do it, nothing. I see how it is.
Animal cruelty expert also back in the center. Our fierce dragon headed for the finish. Hesitates at the unstable table, and he is on.
Yeah, he storms the castle, eats the princess, and demonstrates one of the lesser-known dragon skills, voguing.
So only 2 spots remain now. Smack Efron is on, and again, right in the middle of all the trouble. Oh, and Ballerina Carey can't hold on. Animal cruelty expert makes a break. No, she's hit, but look at her wrap up and hold on, John.
Smack Efron just covered in foam. Somebody call makeup. Hairspray!
But like a true professional, he takes his cue and heads for the finish line.
And our 19-year-old man acts like a 12-year-old girl.
That leaves us with only 1 spot left and 1 contestant joyriding the double cross.
That's one bull you don't want to get bucked off of. Animal cruelty, whatever.
Barely legal lawyer making a motion for the middle, quickly off and down the red plank, across the unstable table. Wow, he fast tracks his way to that final spot.
Good job. You did that just like a big boy. You want to say hi? Say hi to the other finalists.
So we have the 6 contestants that will be moving on, and they include Cowboy Andrew Sherman, Union Man Burton Hendrickson, Fruit Farmer Leanne Thompson, Fierce Dragon Eddie Moten Jr., Pete Smack Efron Monazingo, and barely legal lawyer Patrick Ernest. Welcome back to Wipeout. We doubled the cross, eliminated half the contestants. We are down to the final 6.
Tell us who they are, sister.
You got it, brother. We have Andrew the Cowboy Sherman, Burton the Union Man Hendrickson, Fruit Farmer Leanne Thompson, the Fierce Dragon Eddie Moten Jr., Pete Smack Efron Monazingo, and barely legal lawyer Patrick Ernest.
Yeah, I hope his mom signed a permission slip for this.
Out of this funky bunch of 6, only 4 will get a shot at the $50,000 in the Wipeout Zone. And we're going to narrow down the field by having our contestants participate in some Bruise Ball.
Yeah, it's just like baseball on steroids. What, too soon?
No comment. Here's how it works. At the crack of the bat, contestants will run down the first base line, hop onto the spinner. Just like in baseball, they have to step on the first base bag in order to be safe. Of course, they'll have to avoid our swinging Bruise Ball bats, too.
Once safely on the bag, they'll try to make it to second down our bouncing base path. To steal third, they'll have to survive a rundown on our slide walk.
And to score a run, they have to dive head first and hit home plate. The first two contestants to score in each of our 2 innings move on to the Wipeout Zone. So let's get down to the playing field.
In other words, let's play Bruise Ball. This week brought to you by Big Balls Incorporated, serving up big balls hot and fresh since 2008. We love big balls, and it shows.
Big Ball Incorporated.
And there's our classy new spokesmodel.
Hi, everybody.
John, is it just me or does the live audience look a little more lively than usual?
I don't see it.
Must be my new glasses.
You guys ready to play some ball? All right, let's play ball.
And they're off. A fine group of contestants rushing to take the field. The cowboy galloping past the herd.
Oh, our Union man takes a shot.
Oh, he's down 2.
Smack Efron steps out. Oh, his boyish good looks carrying him all the way to the pitcher's mound. He's hightailing it to first.
Good Lord, they've got whales in the water.
Not a blowhole, Johnny. That's just a water cannon used to scare our contestants off the base. Fruit farmer, cowboy, Union man still trying to reach the pitcher's mound. Fruit farmer barely makes it. Looks like our cowboy rustled up enough moxie to get over and toe the rubber as well.
Smack Efron jeting his way onto second base. He's clearly got his head in the game, and he's safe.
Yeah, but watch your back, Smack. Here comes the fruit farmer.
Oh, she made it to first base with the cowboy moseying up behind her.
What's up, girlfriend?
Oh, that's nice, huh? He's using her as a human shield. Might be love, Johnny.
Of course it's love. Look, there's a rainbow. Top of the burning tire.
Our fruit farmer leads off towards second. Oh, now that's a wild pitch.
Oh, holy kumquats. That might just be the grand slam of Wipeout. That is one bruised fruit farmer.
Our Union man doing the Jimmy Hoppa on his way to second. Overrunning the bag, but he's still safe.
Our fierce dragon tempts fate, prancing like some mythical creature towards second, and he's safe.
Safe and wet. Barely legal lawyer takes his shot.
Oh, yeah, don't worry, kids are resilient.
This crowd loves Bruise Ball, John.
Although they are rooting for the obstacle instead of the contestants. Smack Efron with the grace of a dancer, way off Broadway.
But he's in there standing at third, Johnny.
Barely legal lawyer tries to catch up with the big kids. Oh, it's bath time for baby. Fierce Dragon is hop, skipping, and jumping towards third. But Smack is taking a backseat to no one. He goes for it.
And with that, Smack Efron is the first to score and the first to make it to the Wipeout Zone. And with a fierce roar, Fierce Dragon rears back.
Leaping Lizard, he is safe and takes the second spot in the Wipeout Zone. Oh, look, another lawyer.
While Fierce Dragon's dragging himself out of the mud, Jill's on the sidelines with our other winner, Smack Efron.
You're moving on to the Wipeout Zone. How's that feel?
I don't know! I'm so excited! When you say those words, it's like in my head.
Wipeout Zone. Wipeout Zone. Wipeout Zone!
You're making me crazy!
And here's the bottom of the order. Barely legal lawyer, Union man, the cowboy, and the fruit farmer.
Stay classy, Union man.
It's the second inning, and they are off to capture the final 2 spots in the Wipeout Zone.
The cowboy showing some true grit as he takes the pitcher's mound. Union man steps forward and joins the march.
Cowboy leads the herd onto the tipsy table. Makes it on to first, followed by Barely Legal Lawyer. The cowboy makes a run for second. Union man, Barely Legal Lawyer, trailing behind. Oh, sends him back to first.
The cowboy's riding side saddle. Fruit farmer still in the dugout, makes a play for the mound and digs in.
Our Union man walking the line rather slowly.
Well, his contract states that the second half is overtime. No! Oh, Union man takes a strike.
Oh!
Barely Legal Lawyer runs for second base like he's chasing a toy ambulance.
Oh, accidente.
Let's have another look, Johnny. I don't think he's ever going to make it to second base, really.
Give him some time, John. What is he, like 12?
Our Union man preparing to run to third.
Oh, it falls outside the baseline.
Here comes the fruit farmer going for second.
Why'd you stop, John? Oh, swing, bada, bada, swing! Oh! Our sweeper bat gives her a little bit of chin music right there.
If you would replace chin with whole body, I think you're right on. The cowboy, fruit farmer, Barely Legal Lawyer, they've made it to first. Our Union man crossing the slidewalks, trying to steal third.
There's definitely power in the hands of this worker as he plants both feet firmly on third. Solidarity, brother.
Here comes our fruit farmer taking another shot at second.
She's going, gone.
Oh my God!
Still 2 places in the Wipeout Zone. Barely Legal Lawyer skipping along to second. Oh, he's down down, Johnny, but not out.
The Cowboy races along at third. Barely Legal back in it. Oh, swing and a whiff. Cowboy gets caught in a squeeze play. Hey, hey, ho, ho, the Union man has got to go to home plate.
Dives and tags the dish. A safe call from the ump, and Union man headed to the wipeout zone.
Just one spot left. Barely Legal, Lawyer, Cowboy, and Fruit Farmer trying to take it. The Cowboy takes another shot at third base. Yeah! That's yee-haw to you and me.
Barely Legal Lawyer seems unable to muster the strength to even stand at this point. Here comes the Cowboy with a leap for home. Cowboy head first into the wipeout zone.
We've got our wipeout zone!
Somebody better call Barely Legal Lawyer's parents. Tell them to come pick him up. I think he needs his whoopee, John.
That makes our starting lineup Pete, Smack Efron Monazingo, Burton the Union Man Hendrickson, Andrew the Cowboy Sherman, and Fierce Dragon Eddie Moten Jr. Welcome back to Wipeout, where it is money time.
24 guys and gals show up in the morning, but only 4 can make it to the grand finale. I'm talking about the Wipeout Zone.
It begins right here at the Dreadmill launch. Contestants fly 40 feet through the air, dropping into the bone-chilling water. A little help from a trampoline.
Then it's a short swim over to the Gut Buster. 6 hydraulic blocks with bad intention.
After that, it's onto the Cinestairs. Finalists will climb to the top of this spinning spiral staircase of trouble while trying to dodge its 3 ominous sweeper arms.
Finally, they'll have to make their way through the gauntlet. Crankshaft strikes first, followed by the furious blades of fury, and finally, the treacherous beater totter.
From there, one slippery leap onto the finish platform to stop the clock. 4 remain, but only 1 can walk away with the cash. First up, Pete, Smack Efron Monazingo.
Oh my God.
Let's see how this excited little guy arrived in the zone.
Pete Smack Efron Monazingo danced his way through the qualifier, but almost sang his swan song in the double cross, finishing at the back of the pack. He got into the routine at Bruise Ball, securing a first-place finish and a spot in the Wipeout Zone.
All right, Johnny, time to get the party started. Pete Monazingo. Dreadmill is armed, and here we go.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh, it looks like he froze up a bit there.
I have to pee. I have to pee.
Hold it, Pete. There's a bathroom and 50 grand at the end.
The key to the Dreadmill, Johnny, launching forward. Pete just seems to dribble out, and that's really going to affect his time.
And you never know if those few extra seconds to get to the Gut Busters are the seconds between winning and losing. Notice here, Johnny, we really raised the difficulty level.
Tonight, we'll be shooting slippery paint at our contestants.
The paint not only slippery, but obscuring his vision. Climbing onto that top block now.
Good dive!
Look at that, he survives and he succeeds. And now it's onto the Cinestairs. Don't get hit by those sweeper arms. Yes, you can, Pete, but you gotta move. More streams of paint as he dives onto that first step.
Ooh, the sweeper arm clips his back, but he remains on.
Wants to put up a great time here, let the others shoot for it.
Oh, gets clipped in the foot. Gotta watch out for the other arm.
Yes.
Yes, Smack Efron, you are cruising. But now it's time for the gauntlet.
Sliding down.
What the hell?
Perplexed by the crankshaft, but getting right after it. This is all about timing and feel, and yes, Pete is through the crankshaft on his first try. Now the blades of fury. No, down, he just got nailed.
He gets clipped by the first set of blades, and it leads him right into the second. Boom goes the dynamite. Smack Efron smackdown.
And again, easing his way along. Well done there. Back to the blades of fury where he had problems. Trouble again. Oh, look, he's straddling that platform to avoid a wipeout.
He is back up. Smack Efron, look at this guy. Through the blades of fury. Now he's got to take on the treacherous beater totter. Trying to set a great time to beat here in the zone.
He is coated in red paint. I don't even know if he can see right now. I don't think he can. The beater totter rising up. Pete sliding. Oh, and there he goes, smack into the wall.
That was unreal. He slides right down the beater totter. Blam! Into the wall and down into the water.
So it'll take at least 3 attempts through the gauntlet, and look at him, he is a mess. 7 minutes plus as he gets past the crankshaft again. Another duel with the blades of fury. Finally, an uneventful pass through those.
Now onto the dreaded beater totter. This is the scene of his last wipeout. Going for it, paint flying everywhere. Johnny looks like a Pollock painting. Oh, he almost falls off the side. Is he going to go back? No.
Gotta get up.
Holding on, pulling himself back up. And Pete has set the time at 7 minutes, 36 seconds. Will your time stand up against this guy, Burton the Union Man Hendrickson?
Burton Hendrickson filed grievances with our qualifier today, but paid his dues on the double cross. And again at Bruise Ball, putting him within striking distance of the Wipeout Zone and big money. Burton, the Union Man, ready to take on the Wipeout Zone. Launch sequence initiated, and here we go, Johnny.
Whoa, what was that? Did he just kung fu jump kick?
I'm not sure if that was strategy or showing off, but I have it as excellent. Look again.
A huge launch, great bounce. It looked like kung fu fighting. It was fast as light.
And it put him right on top of the gut buster. Smack out front. Now just a spectator. Here comes the paint, Johnny.
No, but look, using the paint to his advantage there. The paint continues to fly. Can he make it through here on his first try? Remember, Smack Efron did.
Now onto the last block. Losing control. Can he hang?
No, he's down in the water. The paint was helping him earlier, but now it helped him slide right off, and that's going to be a real time killer, Johnny.
Take two on the gut busters. Oh, a slip dangerously close to wiping out again.
Watch out, the paint continuing to rain down.
Making his way to the top block, and it is shaking him up pretty good.
Gutbuster's giving our union worker a spanking.
Nonetheless, he continues to move, really struggling on the fifth block. I think his strategy, John, is just to survive.
Yeah, well, let's hope that strategy works. You know, Burton said he's going to use the money to have a tattoo taken off of his butt. I think the Gutbusters are doing it for him.
And a backwards dismount, he's through.
Burton has the Gutbusters in his rearview mirrors, but unfortunately, now he has to take on the Sinistairs.
Oh, my God.
Hops on and right to that second step, mindful of the sweeper arms, bobbing, weaving, crawling his way to the top of the Sinistairs.
Remember, the time to beat, 7 minutes, 36 seconds. If Burton can make it through, he will really gain some time. Burton resembling Carey on his way. Oh, check that on his slide down the gauntlet.
Burton with about 3 minutes left if he wants to take the lead in the chase for the cash. Oh, the crankshaft is taking him out.
Let's see it again. Crankshaft all about timing, John. He times it completely incorrectly and gets taken for a ride.
He only has 20 seconds left if he hopes to cash in tonight. One more wipeout, that would end it for him. Lost his balance on the Blades of Fury.
The second set cut him down, sending him straight back into the drain.
Here comes our horn.
And Burton's day is done. Amazingly, little Pete Smack Efron Monazingo still in the lead.
Welcome back to Wipeout. It is time for our dramatic conclusion.
Yeah, we're halfway home to awarding somebody $50,000 with 2 contestants still left to compete.
In the lead, we have Pete Smack Efron Monazingo, but our first challenger is Andrew the Cowboy Sherman.
Let's do this!
Well, before we do this, let's see how you got here.
Yeah! Andrew the Cowboy Sherman got wrangled right out of the gate by the qualifier and again at the double cross. Bruise Ball bucked him, but he stayed on, and now he's hoping to put his own brand on the Wipeout Zone.
Andrew the Cowboy Sherman has been cowboying up all day, but can he beat the time of 7:36? The launch sequence initiated, open the chute, and let him into the zone.
Whoa! Hey! What a launch! Has that ever happened before? He almost completely missed the trampoline.
Huge air, but just a little bounce, so he's gonna have to work a little harder to make it over the Gutbusters, but trust me, those 6 blocks will be there.
And remember, we got paint in the Wipeout Zone tonight, making every surface that much more slippery.
Burton showed us just how lethal that paint could be, but Andrew is already at the highest block and starting his descent. Wow, John, he is speedy through the Gutbusters.
Already onto the Sinistairs. He's not even a minute in. This guy is flying.
Yeah, but he's never encountered a flight of stairs like these babies. Jumps onto that first step. Oh, the sweeper arm takes a leg out from him, John, and down he goes.
Yeah, it looked like he had it, but he lost his balance, and this cowboy's gonna have to get right back on the horse.
Now for his second attempt on the Sinistairs after his first wipeout of the night. Much more aggressive here. Ducking under that arm, time to beat, 7:36 set by Smack Efron. Cowboy just bolting to the top of the staircase. Great stuff.
He is making short work of the Wipeout Zone tonight.
Onto the gauntlet.
He's got himself a nice time cushion to work with, but now he has to take on the crankshaft, and trust me, that is no day at the rodeo.
Talking to himself, pumping himself up. Really wants that money, Johnny, and he has been one of our strongest competitors all day long. Super timing, though. He's through in his first try. Now checking out the rotation on those Blades of Fury. Through that first set, bit of a stumble. Can he master the timing on the second one?
Yes, he does. Just a little over 3 minutes in, and he is already at the beater top.
Hi, Teeter-totter. Hey, Teeter. That's it right there, that red dot, 50 grand.
Talking to the beater-totter like it's his horse.
That is straight smack talk from the cowboy to the beater-totter, and with a 4-minute cushion, he can afford to do some jawing.
Look at this. He is riding it like a mechanical bull.
Oh, the beater-totter rearing back, but our man not going down. The cowboy refusing to get up. The jump, diving straight to the finish platform. He's taking the lead.
Baby, 1 ball.
Setting an amazing time at 3 minutes, 46 seconds.
Yeah, a stout number, but will it be enough to stand up to this fellow?
Maurice is gonna do it, baby.
Smooches.
The fierce dragon Eddie Moten Jr. was enchanted by the qualifier this morning, nearly slaying our big ball. He got blazed by the double cross, but fired up a great run at Bruise Ball for a chance at glory in the Wipeout Zone.
Will the cowboy be our winner, or will the fierce dragon fly away with the money?
What did I get myself into?
You got yourself into the Wipeout Zone, buddy. And here he goes.
A fearless launch, and once again, like the cowboy, almost missed the trampoline completely.
Oh, our fierce dragon goes off the radar for a moment, but comes in for a water land.
Still swimming quickly over to that second obstacle, the Gutbusters.
And once again, here comes all that slippery paint, John.
Eddie onto the third block. Andrew looking on. Remember, he made it through here on his first attempt. Can Eddie do the same?
Gutbuster shaking him up a bit, as if it wasn't hard enough. Now the paint covering everything. Holding on for dear life. Look at him.
These things slicker than slick tonight, Johnny. The dive. Oh, a close call there, but he stays on.
One more.
Eddie has made it through the Gutbusters. He's about 30 seconds off the pace, but that's a big hole compared to Cowboy's great time.
The paint is just assaulting him at this point.
Oh, really?
Yes, Eddie, really. No time for talking. You need to go for it.
And he does go for it.
Oh! No! Talk about a shot in the breadbasket. Let me see that again.
Yeah, John, he seems to freeze between that first and second step, and the sweep arm comes around and puts out the Dragon's fire. The paint continuing to splatter, and though he's making excellent time, one more fall and his day could be done. He needs to be flawless throughout the rest of the zone.
Okay.
Eddie going for it now, onto that second step. Getting knocked around a bit here. Getting hit again, but still making great time.
Finally at the top of the Cinistairs. Now the leap over to the gauntlet. Now 40 seconds if he wants that money.
But our dragon's starting to feel the effects of the zone, John. He is fire-breathing heavily.
Oh, and he slips and falls. Thank goodness he stayed on that beam, Johnny.
You gotta stand up and you gotta go for it if you want the dough.
He does go for it. Oh, an incredible wipeout, topping an incredible effort, but this means the end to Eddie's day.
No. Yeah, Eddie braved the first half well, but the crankshaft turned him into a screamer and tossed him into the water. His wife is gonna be so disappointed.
The fierce dragon gave it his all, but our winner tonight, Cowboy Andrew Sherman.
You just won Wipeout. You just won $50,000.
Yes!
Yes! Way to go, Cowboy!
Oh my God! Yeah! Woo!
Well, tip your hat to the cowboy. He just wrangled in 50 grand. What an exciting fit.
Giddy up. And that's going to do it for us, but be sure to tune in next week when we have 24 new contestants, a whole lot of new obstacles, and of course, a lot more wipeouts. Until then, I'm John Anderson.
Hey, John, what is going on behind us?
It would appear Eddie's made his way to the finish line. Don't think he heard the horn.
Sorry, Eddie, you lost, buddy.
All right.
But stay glamorous.
Glamour, baby! Oh, God. That was...
As I was saying, I'm John Anderson.
And for our colleague, Jill Wagner, for Eddie, I'm John Henson saying good night and big balls.
right, John. Smooches. Let's go shopping.
It's that time, America. What goes up must wipe out.
Tonight, on a very special edition of Wipeout, 12 ordinary couples will go head-to-head with the most extraordinary obstacle course ever assembled.
Oh, we got it, baby.
We'll see magnificent falls, sensational tumbles, and astonishing spills. Only the swiftest and fastest two couples will move on and compete in our final obstacle course, the Wipeout Zone. The epic competition begins now. One will become a champion, but all will wipe out.
I love you.
I love you. Hurry up.
Hello, America, and welcome to a special couples edition of Wipeout. I'm John Anderson. Beside me, as always, Mr. John Henson.
And if these couples want to win $50,000, they're going to have to work together as a team. You know what I'm saying? Simpatico, like you and I.
Actually, I believe it's you and me.
That's what I'm talking about. See, I have a thought. You make sense of it.
Well, as much sense of it as I can.
You were going to say as much sense of it as I can. Man, we are a perfect team, John. I complete you.
You do, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Today, 12 couples will try and conquer the biggest obstacle course ever assembled.
Without driving each other crazy.
Leading off the qualifier this week is the blob launch.
Houston, these couples will have problems.
Then on to the sucker punch.
A little punch-drunk love for you.
They'll try to cross the big balls.
All's fair in loving big balls, Johnny.
Then on to the shake-a-lator.
Shake your love. I just can't shake your love.
And then it's off to the finish line through the shapeshifter.
Wipeouts are a many-splendored thing. And of the 12 couples, only the top 6 times will move past the qualifier and on to the second round.
Let us meet our first contestants, married couple Holly Chamberlain and Michael Fell. They met in Taekwondo class.
He can do, she can do, why not me?
The third member of our Wipeout team, Jill Wagner, found out how this dynamic duo plans to conquer the course.
You know, positive attitude, he can do, she can do, why not me spirit? Can-do team, that's what we are today. We may wipe out, but you watch how fast we get back up and keep going.
Oh, they are gonna destroy all the concrete blocks we have on our course.
Yeah, we don't have concrete blocks.
Oh, well then they may have some problems.
First up for Holly and Michael, our brand new blob launch. Once Holly gets in position,
Go, 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 yeah!
Michael's gonna leap from 2 stories up, aim to hit the sweet spot, and launch Holly as close to the next obstacle as possible. Holly's in place.
Oh, and the love is in the air. Michael launches her like a cannonball.
Now it's Michael's turn, and we'll be launching him with this 250-pound weight.
Even better. I can't wait to see what happens.
We're gonna have to wait until Holly swims to the other side of the pool, then it's Michael's turn.
Oh, I've got a really good feeling about this. Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, this is a must-see again.
Michael showing us his Jackie Chan-do spirit. Johnny, that was really high.
Ready? Ready?
Sucker punch should be a piece of cake for this couple, John. It'd take 1,000 samurai warriors to defeat him. Or one slippery ledge.
Well, Holly can't advance until Michael shows the sucker punch what he can do.
Oh!
Well, he can take a punch.
Well, I thought I had it.
He got hit so hard, I think he just earned his brown belt.
This Taekwondo couple now ready to battle the big balls. And on this obstacle, they have to go one at a time, John.
Go, big balls!
Is he rooting for the big balls?
I'm not sure.
Oh.
Go, big balls! I can see you, you're looking good!
Careful, Michael. Our balls are going to get an overinflated sense of themselves.
She can do, she can do! Why not me?
Holly's made it to the stairs, making it all clear for Michael to tackle the big balls. Why not you?
Michael showing us his bouncing tiger, screaming dragon.
Now that they've both made it over to the top of the platform, it's time for this couple to enter the dragon known as the shake-a-lator. 17 years of martial arts training should give Holly the balance she needs.
Or not. But those 17 years of buns of steel finally paying off. Holly scoots to the edge and doesn't even try.
Okay, she can't do. Let's see if he can do.
Here we go!
Well, with Holly safely on the other side, now it's Michael's turn.
Seasoned warrior with a powerful war cry. Or maybe that was just a cry, hard to tell.
He can't do.
That's true, Jill, but at least he made a big...
she and Holly head to our last obstacle, the shapeshifter. Remember, one at a time on this obstacle as well.
Come on, let's go! Watch that square!
Oh, splash! He hit that square Van Dam hard. Ouch.
Holly has to wait until Michael reaches the finishing platform, though, before she can go.
Yeah!
He does realize he's part of a team, right?
We can do it!
I don't know if he's aware that his wife is still up on that platform jogging in place.
You can go, Holly. Go.
Holly finally goes, reluctantly.
Oh, sweep the face. I'm starting to think this he can do, she can do stuff is a whole bunch of Hong Kong food.
Well, 5:41 seems like a pretty good time. Now, Jill's with our next couple, and they're newlyweds, Johnny.
All right, guys, I'm down here with Robert and Ashley Diotero. So how long you been married?
Too long.
Oh, looks like the honeymoon's over.
Do you have a strategy for today?
I'm gonna bully everybody.
You're gonna bully everybody, including him?
If he's not going fast enough.
I think I'm gonna end up dragging her along.
The $120 here is gonna drag me along. You know what I mean? No.
It's 135 now.
Ah, sweet love.
$120, 135. That's not a lot of LBs landing on the blob.
Ash, you ready?
I got a little bit of a wedgie, but yes.
Yeah, she's a charmer.
Whoa!
Get a moon, Ashley.
Ooh, quite a fall.
Sure was, Jill, but now Robert's ready for liftoff.
Oh, nice. He looks like the gingerbread man. Look, flip, flip as fast as you can. You can't catch him, he's the gingerbread man. Hey, if he's the gingerbread man, that must make his wife the big bad wolf.
Wrong nursery rhyme, but that's the right idea, Johnny. These lovebirds can now battle it out on the sucker punch.
Go for it. Doesn't hurt when you fall.
Yeah, when the thing hits you.
Talking strategy.
Come on, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
Not sure that's strategy. Sounds like they're bickering.
Yeah, well, it's hard for them to argue with all that paint in their face. And those fists.
Ashley bails and tries to drag her husband down with her.
Oh! And the sucker punch takes her side.
Sorry.
Now these Bickersons are arguing about who's going to go first. Ashley takes the lead. She jumps forward trying to break the big balls.
Oh, from the looks of it, Mr. Bickerson's going to be replaying that in his head when he goes to sleep every night. Sweet dreams, Mr. Bickerson. Sweet dreams.
Now it's his turn, helped by those long legs, hardened by long suffering.
Oh, but the sound of his wife's voice just scared him right off that ball. You know, if I were him, I'd just swim away to freedom. Whoa! Is that a big ball wearing a life vest?
No, that's Andy and Miranda Signor. It says here they've been married 3 long years.
Oh, but Miranda quick off the balls, which makes Andy very sad because now he knows it's going to be his turn.
You know, they were actually dating for 5 years before they got hitched.
Yeah, they take everything slowly.
Here he goes. Oh, shocking, he wiped out.
That was worth waiting for. Was that in slow-mo?
Hard to tell with these two.
Hurry up, baby.
I love you.
I love you, hurry up.
This is a couple that really stops to smell the roses. And the petunias, and the daisies, the daffodils. Right, Jill? Jill?
Finally, they make it up to the shake-a-later.
Guys, Andy's looking pretty wiped out.
He sure is, Jill.
So is Miranda now.
Andy reminding Miranda what a lucky lady she is.
Her friends must be so jealous. I can't think of a better time to congratulate these two on their 10th wedding anniversary.
No, remember I told you they've been married 3 years.
Yeah, that was back at the beginning of their run.
Good job, baby.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Oh! Yeah, unless that race is being timed.
Back at the top of the course, we have Sarah Fernandez and Daniel T. Cruz, who've been dating for 4 years. What is going on up there, Jill? Help us out. Are they fighting? No fighting.
This is odd.
No, Jill, wrestling your loved ones is a vital part of every healthy relationship.
No, it's not.
Really? Then I gotta tell my uncle to dial it back a little.
Daniel, the wrestler, about to grapple with our blob as his girlfriend looks on.
Whoa! Blobomania running wild on you, brother. But I'm not a fighter, I'm a lover. And what the world needs now is blob, sweet blob. Oh, blob makes the world and contestants go round. Where is the splash, John?
I don't know. Where'd she go?
Uh-oh. Are we gonna get in trouble for that?
Take this.
Okay.
And just go check the trees.
Good thing I brought some treats. This is why I always carry a pocket full of bacon. Well, there are a few reasons, but this is definitely gonna come in handy.
Welcome back to a very special couples edition of Wipeout. Any luck finding the missing contestant?
No, but I found my missing frisbee.
Oh, well, great. Let's just hope that nobody notices, huh? Let's move on, shall we? Jill, who's our next couple?
All right, guys, I've got Andrew Avery and Amy White down here with me. So what kind of special skills do you guys have?
I do neck farts.
Whoa, all right. Can I see that? I can see why you love her.
Yeah,
She had me at neck fart.
it's hot.
That is very attractive. Now, Andrew, can you beat that?
Wipeout.
All right, can we do that and
With
add
the
the
neck
neck
fart?
part?
Oh,
Yeah.
Percussion.
okay.
Yeah.
So musical, Johnny. If we had a talent part of the competition, I'd say we already have our Wipeout winner.
Let's see how they do in the competition part of the competition.
All right. Oh, pitch perfect. Their screams are music to the blob's ears, if the blob had ears.
Andrew's in position now, ready to launch. Blob hits the high note.
Yeah, the blob really laying down the beat on our beatboxer. I think these two might just complete the course in perfect harmony.
Any chance neck fart skills translate into big ball skills? Oh!
Neck farts with a wet one.
Not even close.
Good call, Jill. Amy's at the ladder. Time to see if musical Andrew is in sync with the big balls.
Oh, big balls bringing it to a crescendo. It's an up-tempo approach to a beat that you can really wipe out to.
Perhaps Amy and Andrew can sing and dance their way across the shake-a-lator.
Looks like she ran out of gas.
There you go. Grab onto the corner.
Amy getting back on her feet.
Looks like musical Amy is going to give us her big finale, John. Ooh, curtains for Amy, but check it out. Her neck may fart, but her face squeaks.
Now it's Andrew's turn on the shake-a-lator. Well, that ball taught Andrew a new beat. Boom, boom, pow.
Yeah, that'll give him a black-eyed pig. Oh, hey, that gives me a great idea. Check out my new Wipeout remix.
Wipeout.
Proud of yourself, John.
Just keeping it real, son. Now do your thing, you know what I'm saying? Who's next?
Well, back at the top of our course, waiting to be launched by our blob is Robert House.
Come on, Robert.
And cheering him on is Tracy Martin. Awesome!
Oh, the blob is love at first sight and second sight for me.
You could say the same thing for these two divorcees.
Divorced? Wait, what? This is the couples episode.
Well, they're back together, sort of. Jill?
You're not married anymore, but you guys were married.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to get married again? Are you guys confused?
This is my best friend. We've been together for a long time, and I think that we belong together, so.
And what do you think?
Yeah, I think the same.
Whatever she said. That's a safe answer.
So they're divorced, but together, but not married. Sounds a little wishy-washy to me, John.
Now, all they're hoping for now is a reunion on the other side of the big ball.
Oh, you can see the look of love on Robert's face, and quite frankly, who can blame him? His ex makes a W. She can't decide what she is. Like I said, John, wishy-washy.
Come on, Trace.
Sweet encouragement. Wipeout really does seem to bring couples closer together.
Fast, Tony, come on.
Well, some couples. I mean, sure, you can have your highs and your lows,
Come on, we got it, baby.
but you gotta stay positive because the road can get a little bumpy.
Oh, really bumpy.
And a little shaky. Oh. But if you give it all you got, okay, give it a little more, you can come through the tough times together.
I gotta tell you, John, all this lovey-dovey stuff is really making me want to see somebody wipe out. Who's next?
Dominate! Yeah! Dominate! Dominate!
This is our last couple, Robin Burton and Steve Netter.
Let me guess, Jill spoke to them earlier?
How long you guys been together?
8.5 years. Rookie, no ring.
Robin flashing wedding gang signs.
Yeah, that hint was about as subtle as the blob. Now Robin's all set to take the plunge.
Yeah, but not Steve.
Hey!
Holy matrimony! Robin's doing cartwheels like Steve just popped the question.
Our giant weight ready to engage. Steve understandably uncomfortable.
Robin getting a kick out of seeing her husband, boyfriend go flying. Making good time over to the sucker punch. Steve and Robin Netter.
You mean Robin Burton?
Robin and I, we live on hope, John.
Looking good out there.
They're a cute couple. Oh, they were.
Right to the face.
She may not agree, but it's probably best Robin wasn't wearing white today.
Well, Robin and Steve are both committing to a super solid run on our course.
Come on, man, you got it.
Steve, hesitant as always as he gets onto that third ball. You know, that fourth ball, always a bridesmaid, never a bride, Johnny.
Now it's Robin's turn on the big ball. Oh, a bit of a stumble that stays up on the third ball. The fourth. Johnny, she's made it. Nice.
She's the only one to get past those big balls all day, John. This girl's a keeper.
The hopeful bride now sliding down the aisle, still on, making a solemn vow not to fall off.
She is not shaken by the shake-a-later. She is solid as the rock she wants on her finger. Here she goes.
Oh, he's done it again.
He should marry that one.
If he doesn't, I will. I'm not even sure his performance is worthy of it.
Come on, man, you got this. Hang on.
Oh, he's hanging on, hanging back a little bit. Perhaps afraid to commit.
Oh, snubbed. Throwing caution to the wind, Steve said I do, but the platform said I don't.
Robin a chance to complete the trifecta now by conquering the shapeshifter too.
Ooh, Robin diving through that circle like someone just threw a bouquet.
Come on, man. Just go for it, babe. Just go.
Oh, he kissed that square. I now pronounce you man and shapeshifter.
These I don'ts will do as they move on to the next round with a time of 5:23.
Along with our Can-Do couple, Michael and Holly, Robert and Ashley, the Bickersons, the wrestlers, Daniel and Sarah, the musicals, Andrew and Amy, and our wishy-washy couple, Robert and Tracy.
Welcome back and buckle up. It is our special couples edition of Wipeout.
That's right. Today's episode comes to you with matching his and hers faceplants.
We started with 12 couples, but after the qualifier, we are down to 6. Let's take a quick look at that leaderboard, shall we? We have our Can-Do couple, Michael and Holly, Robert and Ashley, the Bickersons, Daniel and Sarah, our wrestlers, the musicals, Andrew and Amy, our wishy-washy couple, Robert and Tracy, and the I don'ts, Steve and Robin.
I have been dying to see our couples face this round. It's going to be Shakespearean, but instead of star-crossed lovers, we'll have double-crossed lovers. It'll be a Midsummer Night's nightmare for some of them.
Yes. Here's how it works. Our 12 contestants stand on a 10-foot-high platform to start. There's 4 planks move in a circular motion. Contestants must jump onto one of the green planks to begin, then use the one red plank to get to the finish platform on the other side.
But step lively, because in their way are 4 sweeper arms swinging around in the opposite direction. If they wipe out, they have to start the whole thing over again.
The first 3 couples to have both members make it across will advance to the next round.
Yeah, but don't plan on hanging out in the middle too long, because we have brought the 13th wonder of the world to the Wipeout course. That's right, my friends. Old Faithful and the Hizzy.
Yeah. Well, our contestants are upright and ready to go, so let's head down to the action.
Mr. Musical trying to imitate our horn, but he's not fooling anybody. There he goes again.
No, that was the real horn. So the double crossing can begin.
Miss I Don't eager to take the plunge.
Ah!
Oh, and she does.
Mr. Bickerson, ooh, socked by the bar, getting pushed around quite a bit.
Well, at least his marriage prepared him for this. Mrs. Bickerson, can't believe the double cross.
Mr. Musical, first to arrive at the middle, and he's trying to get into position for that red plank.
Hey, Anderson, watch this. Mr. Musical, feeling a little fluff. In fact, he might be enjoying our bidet a little too much.
Mr. Wishy-Washy grabs hold for a ride on that sweeper arm. Mr. Musical headed down the red plank, hops over the bar.
Oh, Wishy-Washy, still hanging on to that arm. Can-Do guy is on the next bar, and Miss I Don't is on the next. One more for the full house? Oh, no Can-Do.
Miss I Don't, the first of those 3 to reach the center.
Wishy-Washy loses control of himself and strays.
That's all right, baby. Come on back.
I have a feeling Mrs. Wishy-Washy has said that before. And that is not exactly the wedding shower Miss I Don't was hoping for.
Oh!
Mr. I Don't falls head over heels, but still won't commit.
But Miss I Don't is moving, heads down the aisle and says, I do want to move on to the next round.
She is as giddy as she's going to be on her wedding day. Hey, why hasn't Mr. I Don't popped the question yet? I mean, she's so fast and he's so slow.
It's Mr. Musical back on the move and in the middle for the second time.
He can do as focused as she and has positively focused his way down that plank. And yes, he can go and wait for his wife to finish.
That leaves Mr. Musical now at the center, and he sees an opening and bolts for the platform. Count it! We have 3 people safely across, but no complete teams moving on yet. Miss Musical trying to catch her leading man, but...
Holly, you're the best! I love you!
Love you too, Holly!
Love you, sweetheart!
Don't know what she's doing with all that love from all those people, but it's certainly not helping. She can do.
You said do-do.
Mr. Wishy-Washy has made it to the intersection of our X's, and so has Mr. I Don't. Wishy-Washy packs up his stuff, moves out of the middle and onto the landing platform, but not the finish line. Careful.
True to form, Wishy-Washy not picking a side of the fence here either, but finally makes it to that finish spot.
Get it, baby, get it!
Miss Musical grabbing the bar.
Commit! Full speed, commit to it!
I don't know, Mr. Wishy-Washy. You guys seem to have trouble making up your mind.
Mr. Bickerson zips down a green plank, quickly stepping through the middle. Well timed onto the red plank. Oh, a bit of a nick, but no harm done. He's onto the platform.
My husband's on.
He just can't do anything right.
Mr. I Don't is up again, trying for the finish spot.
Oh!
Come on,
take another look. Maybe his cold feet come from spending so much time in the water. Nah.
Come on, Ed.
So far, we have 5 people across, but still no couples. Wrestling girl. Oh, puts a full Nelson on the sweeper arm.
Backwards to the center.
Yeah, scoochie on back so you don't get a widow boo-boo.
Now wrestling guy shoots from the starting platform, and he meets his tag team partner in the center.
Ash, you got to sprint across.
Mrs. Bickerson going for it, but using a different technique than suggested.
Mr. I Don't in good position once again.
Dad, my beautiful man.
Come on, Ashley.
But wrestling guy body slams onto the platform, and yes, he's made it.
What are the odds? We have one person from every couple that has made it across the double cross, but no twosomes. Well, no matter what. Now, next 3 across will move along with their partners.
Mrs. Wishy-Washy has made it to the middle. Mr. I Don't is just surrounded by other women. Probably wouldn't marry them either.
Miss Musical. Oh, like she fell off a cliff.
Mr. I Don't has the timing down, though. And yes, he joins his wife, fiance, girlfriend, and we have the first team moving to the next round.
So we need 2 more ladies before we know which other teams will be joining them.
Hold on, John. There seems to be something big happening with the I Don'ts. Yeah. Nope, just hugging it out.
She Can Do finally makes it on the red bar. Now needs to find the red plank. Miss Musical headed to the center. She's on the bar.
Oh! She finds trouble.
Right, he's coming. He's coming. He's coming.
Mrs. Wishy-Washy breaking out. Yes, the Wishy-Washy couple definitely moving on.
So which one of our remaining guys will not have finished the double cross in vain?
I know you can do it.
Oh, Mr. Bickerson is just asking for trouble.
And here comes his wife, charging towards the finish. She's made the platform, but has to get to that finish spot, and the Bickersons claim those final 2 places.
She has got to be thrilled. Not even Miss Bickerson could complain about this.
I wanted to give up so bad.
Well, that was really more whining than complaining.
So the 3 couples that will be moving on include the I Don'ts, Stephen and Robin, Robert and Tracy, our Wishy-Washy couple, and the Bickersons, Robert and Ashley. We are back on our special couples edition of Wipeout,
where we break the bonds of marriage 1 wipeout at a time.
The double cross cut the field in half, so we are down to our final 3 couples. They are Stephen and Robin, our I Don'ts, the Wishy-Washies, Robert and Tracy, and Ashley and Robert, the Bickersons.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth. Because right now, we're gonna play Bruise Ball.
Here's how it works. The crack of the bat, the couples will run down the first base line, onto the spinner, across the tipsy table, then onto first base.
All while avoiding our designated hitters, the swinging Bruise Ball bat.
Once safely on the bag, they'll try to leg it down to second base on our bouncing base path. To steal third, they have to survive a rundown on our slide walk.
To score a run, they'll have to dive headfirst and tag home plate before splashing around in the mud. We'll have 2 innings. The first couple to have both members score in each inning advance to the Wipeout Zone.
All right, let's play ball, Johnny.
Just don't be standing on level ground and get hit by the bat.
Well, it looks like the I Don'ts and the Wishy-Washy couple are beginning to plan their strategy, and the Bickersons...
Please, I am trying to find a Zen place.
Well, they're sticking to their strategy of bickering. And the first inning of our doubleheader begins.
Wow, Mr. Wishy-Washy flying onto the spinner. Just as quickly off, makes his way to first base. He's safe, leaving everybody else just back on the spinner.
Except for Mrs. Bickerson. She's frozen at the starting line like Ted Williams' head.
Stuck over here like a loser.
Mr. Wishy-Washy trying to make it to second base. Oh, he's made it over the bat, holding on.
Oh!
Pulls himself up. He is in at second. Oh, what was that?
Oh, did I forget to mention that we have some wild pitchers throwing high heat at our contestants? Because we do.
Mrs. Wishy-Washy on the spinner along with Miss I Don't and both Bickersons. Miss I Don't breaks for first as Mr. I Don't tries to stretch a single into a double. He's safe at second. Oh, it goes into the water. Mr. Wishy-Washy up on his feet and really moving. Look at that, rounding third, headed for home. He's a brown-eyed, handsome man. The run scores and the Wishy-Washies take the lead, but Mr. Wishy-Washy still needs to be joined by his ex-wife if he wants to advance.
Wait a second, John. Here comes Mr. I Don't rounding the corner for home, and he is So that means 2 men are across, but the inning isn't over until one of their better halves joins them at the finish.
Mrs. Bickerson still on the spinner. Mr. Bickerson holding on to second. Miss I Don't surveying it all from first.
I bet she didn't see that coming.
Miss I Don't takes off down the bouncy base path.
Here she goes for second base. Oh, but she gets fouled off. For Miss I Don't, second base is as hard to get to as the altar.
Mr. Bickerson across the slidewalks, and he's safe.
Yeah, I'm sure his wife would disagree with that.
Speaking of, John, Mrs. Bickerson finally off the spinner, joins Mrs. Wishy-Washy on first base. Mr. Bickerson goes for home. Put it on the board. Yes.
Safe until Mrs. Bickerson gets him home.
So all 3 men are across. Now the first woman to join them will send that couple to the Wipeout Zone.
Miss I Don't trying to make her way across the slidewalks, and now she's safe at third base and rounding the corner to make the winning leap.
She is safe. The I Don'ts are the first couple to advance to the Wipeout Zone.
The I Don'ts win the pennant. The I Don'ts win the pennant. And by the pennant, I mean the first inning.
The I Don'ts are one step closer to 50 grand, and Jill's with them now.
Steve, you gonna marry her?
We're gonna talk about it.
After 8.5 years, you're gonna yell about it.
So in the top of the second, we have the Wishy-Washies and the Bickersons battling out for the final spot in the Wipeout Zone on our field of screams.
If you wipe out, we will laugh.
Mr. Bickerson leads the pack, the Wishy-Washies following close behind.
Mr. Wishy-Washy's on the spinner, and so is his ex-wife. Onto the tippy baseline, and Mr. Wishy-Washy's safe at first, and that leaves Mrs. Bickerson at the starting line, refusing to move until the Cubs win the pennant.
Mr. Wishy-Washy trying to make it to second base. Oh, gets hit below the Mendoza line, but keeps going. Scrambling to second, goes under the bat, though. That's illegal. We're gonna have to send him back to first base. Mr. Bickerson makes a play for second. Oh, just a bit outside.
Mr. Bickerson tries to fly like a Blue Jay, but then sinks like a Mariner. Oh my God, John, look at this. Mrs. Bickerson is off the spinner and on her way to first. She's safe. Mr. Wishy-Washy makes a run. He could go all the way.
Oh, wrong sport, John, but both feet touch second base, so he's safe.
What's this, John? Mrs. Bickerson actually trying to go for second base? Let's see how she does.
Oh, a Ruthian swat turns her world upside down, and now she's Mrs. Agreeable.
Mr. Wishy-Washy on second, making a run for third.
No! Tries to drop him back to Double-A, but he's on his feet, making his way all the way to third. On her way to second base, Mrs. Wishy-Washy safe, but she overruns the bag. Here comes Mr. Bickerson, trying to keep pace with the Wishy-Washies. He's safe at second.
Mr. Wishy-Washy coming in to score.
Okay, who's on first?
No, Mrs. Bickerson's on first.
Well, what's on second?
No, Mrs. Wishy-Washy's on second.
And where's Mr. Bickerson?
Third base.
See, we're just like Abbott and Costello.
Yeah, or those guys who did the Who's on First bit.
Mr. Bickerson gets the sign to break for home.
And he scores!
All right, John, it's down to Mrs. Bickerson and Mrs. Wishy-Washy. Whoever scores first moves her team onto the Wipeout Zone.
Mrs. Bickerson goes for second base and makes it. Oh! Gets hit by the bat, but stays on somehow.
These two women are neck and neck right now. What is this? Mrs. Bickerson bails out. That would appear to hand the game to Mrs. Wishy-Washy. She's through the slidewalks and safe at third.
Mrs. Wishy-Washy makes a leap for home.
Oh. Well, the ump says safe. She may have missed the plate, John. Let's check the replay.
Yeah, it's a photo finish, and she is just barely safe.
Wishy-Washies win. So that means the Wishy-Washies, Robert and Tracy, will be joining the I Don'ts, Steve and Robin, in the Wipeout Zone. Welcome back to Wipeout, where love is about to pay off.
We are down to our final two couples, both of whom have $50,000 in their sight.
These couples braved and conquered our first 3 rounds, and now they face their toughest challenge yet, the Wipeout Zone, which is made up of 4 stages. It begins at the Dreadmill launch, where contestants drop and bounce and yelp 40 feet into bone-chilling water.
Then it's just a short swim over to our gut buster. 6 hydraulic blocks that punish contestants as they make their way across.
Next up, they have to climb the Cinistairs while trying to avoid its devilish triple sweeper arms.
And for the final stretch, it'll be a battle through the gauntlet.
They have to weave through the crankshaft, dodge the blades of fury, and finally, the most menacing of seesaws, the bruising beater-totter to the finished platform. The couple with the fastest combined time will go home $50,000 richer.
Tonight, the 2 women will lead off the Wipeout Zone, followed by their partner.
Tracy will go first. Her ex-husband will have to wait his turn because nobody sees the zone before they run the zone.
Let's see how the Wishy-Washies got here.
The divorced couple Robert House and Tracy Martin back together again, sort of. They went from breakup to shake-up on the double cross, worked out their differences in Bruise Ball, earning them a chance at happily ever after in the Wipeout Zone.
All right, our first competitor, Tracy Martin, loaded into the Dreadmill launch.
The Dreadmill armed, the countdown begins. She is off. Bursting through sheer descent, dropping 40 feet with a bounce into the water.
Yeah, that fall can be very disorienting, but it's nice to see Tracy has the presence of mind to plug her nose on the way down.
She's up to the bruising gut busters. Now she's gonna wanna run this clean because every second she can save helps her partner too. This is a combined time event.
Yeah, she is not even halfway up, already starting to show signs of struggle.
Oh, she slips and she's down in the water.
Yeah, she was nearly at the highest point of the gut busters. One of the pistons went down, the other one goes up and goes flying into the water.
Tracy having to check to make sure everything's still in place after that wipeout. On her second go against the gut busters, maybe she learned a little something about balance and footing from that first fall. Her leg's still a little unsteady. Oh, now she's off her feet.
Oh, getting lucky there, trying to right herself. Puts it in reverse. Oh, she is back in the water.
Yeah, it looks like she tried to push herself back onto that block, but instead off the back and a cannonball into the water. Tracy clearly not happy. Nothing wishy-washy about that look for sure. But remember, it's the best combined time tonight that wins the $50,000. Long way to go.
Ooh, face plants onto the block, but hangs on. Back on her feet, one more block to go, and she is finally across the gut buster.
Mrs. Wishy-Washy getting her first look at the Cinestairs, and it's a tired look. Here she goes. Oh, wow, one step and see ya. That's not how you do it. Poor first attempt, but she is back up and ready to give the Cinestairs another try. Took Tracy 3 times to conquer the gut busters, hoping to get the Cinestairs done in just 2.
Oh, little love tap from the sweeper arm. Now a mad dash up to the top.
Now she's not all the way there. Now in an awkward position.
Whoa! Oh my God!
The sweeper demolishes her.
She's a little bit sloppy at the top, took a spill, and that sweeper arm cleans her mess right off the stairs.
Tracy looking absolutely spent, approaching the 15-minute mark, and she still has a lot of Wipeout Zone left.
She's starting to make her move up the 3rd attempt now, somewhat cautious, knowing she has to avoid these sweeper arms at all costs. Finally pulled herself up to the top safely, making it across at 15 minutes, 10 seconds.
Mrs. Wishy-Wash finally gets to the gauntlet. Not sure if that's a good or bad thing at this point. Needs to master that distinct rhythm of the crankshaft.
She breezed through that. Now how about the Blades of Fury?
Oh, the Blades of Fury knocked her into the water. Oh! And Johnny, it looks like once is enough on the gauntlet. Tracy calls it quits.
Well, John, she quit the course. She's given the maximum penalty in a time of 20 minutes. That puts a lot of pressure on her ex-husband, Mr. Wishy-Washy, not to mention the advantage it gives the I don't. So let's go to Robin Burton now. She's ready for a run. After 8.5 years of dating, the I don't, Stephen Netter and Robin Burton, said I do to the qualifier, giving us one of the fastest times of the day. After first-rate performances on the double cross and at Bruise Ball, this cautious couple must take the leap into the Wipeout Zone.
A focused and anxious Robin Burton ready, as is our Dreadmill. Off she goes, wasting no time as she plummets 40 feet to the water below.
Yeah, no one to walk her down that aisle, but she gets a great launch there and a huge bounce into the water, setting her up for a great swim position.
Right to the gut busters. Tracy's time was 20 minutes, so just completing the zone would be a huge boost for Robin. Reaching for that highest gut buster. Oh, she can't hang on, and she's down.
Her strategy was working, but she had bad timing, moving a little too fast, which may be how the boyfriend feels.
That might be the case, Johnny, but here on her second attempt, definitely being a little more cautious, a little safer approach.
Yeah, she's utilizing sort of a low-risk strategy, kind of a jump, flop, and yelp technique.
Well, whatever you call it, Johnny, it's working so far. Miss I Don't finally leaves the gut busters behind. Robin steps on that first stair.
Oh! That was disastrous, John. Robin's world gets turned upside down by our sweeper arm.
Robin's a bit slow to rebound, but ready to tackle these stairs again. He's already up to that second step, continues to climb quickly. Little juke to avoid the sweeper arm. Oh, now we've got trouble. The sweeper arm clubs Robin, dropping her into the water.
This is exactly what happened to Tracy. She got to the top, lost her grip, and the sweeper arm just takes her out, sending her into the drink.
Yeah, she has felt the full wrath of the sweeper arms twice, and I will guarantee you she wants no part of it a third time.
No, she doesn't. So she flies to the top, jumps, and falls across.
She slides to the crankshaft.
Yeah, Miss I Don't being cautious. Oh! Ow! Throws caution to the wind, and the crankshaft makes her pay for it.
Speed is not the answer on the crankshaft. Plenty of time left, but that is a look of exhaustion.
Yeah, exhaustion, perhaps even a look of confusion. Oh! I don't think she recognizes the pattern.
With that wipeout, she is squandering an opportunity to bury the wishy-washies. Who would have thought it would come to this? Now facing her nightmare once again, the crankshaft.
If she can't complete the Wipeout Zone in the 20-minute time frame, then the men are going to be facing off mano-a-mano.
Finally, she's mastered that Blades of Fury next, though. Gotta move. Oh, it hits her. She's lost her balance, and now she's down.
Unbelievable. She's going to run out of time.
That means both women have DQ'd.
So it is up to the men. When we get back, it is a showdown for the $50,000 between Mr. Wishy-Washy Robert and Mr. I Don't Steve.
Welcome back to an unprecedented night here on Wipeout.
Two couples are locked in a showdown for $50,000, and right now they are facing a drama never before seen on our show.
Both of our women have been disqualified, so it's up to their partners, Mr. Wishy-Washy Robert, who is up against Mr. I Don't Steve, with the fastest time taking the cash.
First up is Mr. Wishy-Washy, who's loaded in the Dreadmill and ready for launch.
Tracy is on again, off again, now possibly on again, wife watching from the sidelines. And Robert takes off for liftoff. A blast of sheer descent, 3 falls 4 stories into the water.
Robert got a great bounce on the trampoline, then lost his balance on his way in, which may have slowed him down a bit.
Robert ready to attack the Gutbusters, which have proved to be more difficult than usual tonight.
Yeah, his ex-wife tried to stay on her feet to cross, and then it cost her. Robert, however, seems to be playing it a little closer to the ground.
Trying to pull himself up. Oh, skids there, but stays on, making sure he is safe on one block before moving to the next. Cautious, he is across.
Mr. Wishy-Washy, the first to do that so far tonight, but now he slides down to the Sinistairs. This is going to be a real test.
Robert jumps right onto that second step, climbing without trouble to the top. Still has that jump from 2 stories up. Nice! And with that smooth move, Mr. Wishy-Washy is on his way to the gauntlet already.
Wow.
Wow is right. He is cruising through so far.
Now with the crankshaft. Oh! Robert spun into the water. Show me that again, Johnny.
Yeah, he's going to have to try to figure out the timing, not just try to outrun it.
Set for attempt number 2 now. Oh, and he goes for another mad dash, and he's down again.
Looks like he tried to slide his way across, but the crankshaft encouraging him to rethink that strategy. Robert screaming at the crankshaft.
Oh, no! Will you look at that, Johnny? That crankshaft taking him for a ride. 0 for 3. One is in store on try number 4.
You can do it!
Some encouragement from Tracy as he slides under the crankshaft again.
Very unique approach, but it works.
Yeah, now facing the Blades of Fury through that first cycle.
Now he's facing down the beater top.
A wipeout here, and we might be looking at a third person wiping out without an official time. The beater totter trying to buck Robert off, but he is holding steady, getting closer to the end. Jumps, caught between finishing and falling. Will he pull himself up? Yes! And mercifully, he has set the time to beat 15 minutes, 19 seconds.
Which is what I Don't Steve Netter now has to beat for him and girlfriend Robin Burton to take home the 50 grand.
His girlfriend of 8.5 years, hopeful, the Dreadmill arm. Steve turns on the jets, rocketing into the night, bouncing off that trampoline before splashing down.
Yeah, great jump by Steve. Looked like he tried to position himself for a dive, ended up looking more like a belly flop.
Now the Gutbusters looking to put a hurt on Steve's time. Already up to the midway point, however, showing no signs of slowing down. Awfully impressive.
And he is already to that last Gutbuster. Can he smoke the first half of the course like Mr. Wishy-Washy did?
So much depends on how he does on the Sinistairs, Johnny.
Yeah, well, he needs to watch out for those sweeper arms. They took a toll on the ladies earlier.
No, and one of them gives him a shot in the head, but he is up there now grabbing hold. Oh! He slips and plunges down to the water. Stunning.
Just like Robin and Tracy slipped at the very top, and that makes the fall that much more frustrating.
He's made that swim back. Now comes the climb up. Very steady. It's very slippery.
Little hit from the sweeper arm. Doesn't detour Steve, though. He makes it to the top, hanging on tightly this time.
At 4:19, Mr. I Don't slithers down to the gauntlet. He has roughly 11 minutes to cross the gauntlet and capture the cash.
Yeah, but the crankshaft has been earning its money, Tim.
Oh!
It does it again!
Again, Johnny. Yeah, no regard for the pattern or the rhythm of the crankshaft, little hesitation. He's lost, and I've lost count of how many wipeouts we've had here tonight.
A hit from the crankshaft, a hit to Steve's time, but he still has 7 minutes to beat Robert.
Finally, the timing of it's clicked for Steve. Oh! Immediately they take him down.
Steve didn't move fast enough. The Blades of Fury took advantage and threw him right back into the frigid water.
You can do it.
Mr. I Don't now has less than 4 minutes to catch Robert. Another fall at this point could destroy those chances.
And he's made it across the crankshaft, but can he figure out the Blades of Fury?
Making the jump. Oh! Back in the water. That's a disastrous fall. Steve tried to dive through the Blades of Fury to the platform, but ends up hitting the edge and flying into the water. After swimming back to the beginning of the gauntlet, he is down to his last 30 seconds.
Time not on his side now. This is coming down to the wire. Taking a breather, John. No time for that. He's going to move.
Mr. I Don't facing the beater totter with less than 15 seconds remaining.
He can still win if he keeps moving.
Already halfway through, a few feet from the finish. It tips. He's falling. He's into the water. And Mr. and Mrs. Wishy-Washy have won.
You just won Wipeout. You have just won $50,000.
Nothing wishy-washy about that, Johnny. Congratulations to Robert and Tracy. They seem to be on their way to a reconciliation. And if they can make it, so can we, huh?
Yes, we can. Be sure to join us next time for a whole new batch of contestants, obstacles, and wipeouts. Until then, I'm John Anderson.
And for our colleague Jill Wagner, I'm John Henson saying good night and big balls.
Wipeout.